7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy.
Wait for it. Thick and slick.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode and another season of the Moto Aftermath Show, presented by TLR Coatings.
Year number 4.
Year number 4. We are here.
I'm about 6 months in.
Actually,
You're
this
new
is
still.
your second
Second season,
preview show,
because you
though.
were, because you were
you-
on the preview show last year, right?
Yeah, he debuted at the Monster.
Debut.
I debuted.
Made his show debut.
The Monster.
Make a move, make a move.
Anyway, so we are here in the kind of new studio. We got this new banner.
Somebody's a dumbass.
Some idiot screwed up the banner a little bit. That would be me.
You can see that.
And so the logos are a little
style.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah, so
Barstool
Barstool
Sports,
Sports.
yeah.
So actually, the plan is here as we go along and we collect some income, or I make some money. Is we're gonna have chairs, talk show
Don't
status.
ask for money, dude.
I'm not asking
Yeah, don't
for
remember.
money.
Oh,
We're gonna ask, but
Oh, God.
it'll be quick here. But anyway, as I make some more money here, we're gonna do some fucking chairs, talk shows, the Ellen DeGeneres show style, dude.
Ooh, like a little couch, a little food.
Yeah, like you two are gonna share a couch, and I'm gonna be in the host chair
we'll
over
just
here.
head over to the campus and get a futon. I'm sure.
Yeah,
they'll throw them
dude,
out.
for free. Yes, there we go. That'd be great. So anyway,
Blacklight over there.
so we're here to do our 2020 Supercross preview show. We do, as per always, have some paperwork to start with first. So number one, please, please, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this show with all your friends, so that way we can get out there more. We are we're trying to grow, as per always, trying to grow. So the way we grow is through you guys. I'd like to thank everyone that's followed us. Some of you have been through the beginning. I don't know who the guy was commenting on like 3 of my videos last week about like, yo, where's this prediction show?
Oh,
you
guys
saw
been-
that.
Yeah, they've been asking for it. It wasn't the only one either.
No, there was other people. But anyway, so thank you guys for following us. We are coming. The 1,000 subscriber show is coming too. I'm having major computer problems that are not being solved quick at all.
Porn. Too much porn.
Not any porn on that actually, but it's been a problem. So anyway, do that. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Cole has been, I guess, Twitter tweeting. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that. I just kind of let that
He was
go.
hanging out at the JGR shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get a private tour of the JGR shop last week. I did sneak some top secret photos. in
Oh,
it,
God,
so-
here we go.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't take any pictures. I really wish I would have, but I just didn't. I felt uncomfortable in there, like whipping my phone out and going, oh yeah.
It usually is uncomfortable when I walk around with a boner.
Like being a super fanboy, I didn't want to be that way.
I mean, no one can see it, but when you walk around with a
Oh
boner, it's,
my
it's
God!
uncomfortable for everyone. So anyway,
All right.
yeah, you're the one who told us. Did you not just say that before we started rolling?
And the weird thing was, it was about foot pegs. The last thing you... Never mind.
Anyway,
I don't care when you see factory parts just laying all over by the boatloads. Hey, let me just get this out of the way.
Oh, boy, here we go.
JGR, we have no money. You have stacks of parts laying there from Yamahas. You're not even riding them.
we're never going anywhere here.
They're gonna take his
They're
advice.
totally taking his advice. A
They should, though.
multi-million-dollar corporation.
They should.
is gonna take
They
hold.
should.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
We want to grow the sport, help out the privateers. I'm sure a privateer with an ass ton of money is going to buy those 52 mil Fords that are unusable.
Yep, probably.
That's it.
All right, anyways.
Anyway, if you want to support the show, we have Patreon, which I just did a whole bunch of new things for. So there's different options to support us, all the way down to $1 per month, or you can just do a single donation of $1. That would be cool too. Every little bit helps. And then it goes up to a whole bunch more, and you get t-shirts and stickers and all sorts of things. Maybe even we'll throw in, I don't know, some other stuff.
Justin Sweatshirt.
Justin's sweatshirt. As per always, we're giving the clothes off. Justin's back out to the people.
That's great.
How vintage is that? Is that 2007?
Actually, probably earlier than that.
Jesus God. So they buy this vintage Thor just for the small donation. You can also, if you want to, Amazon links in the description. Those are really helpful. We do have the new t-shirt design. There is a link to buy this directly. I pack these up, I ship them, so you're not going through a third party. There's Teespring links to buy other t-shirts, which you can get on there. So all those links down in the description below. But again, the biggest thing that helps us out is to like, subscribe, comment, watch the videos, share the videos. That will help the most. Anything new, boys, before?
I want to get something off my chest.
Oh God, here we go.
What?
You guys know what's coming, I think.
Oh no.
No, actually, I don't. It's been a while since we've done a review show.
Yeah.
So, I was in Alabama for 3 days riding,
Oh boy.
and I got a room in Indiana
Isn't
about
that great
5
record?
hours away last night.
Great record.
And
Oh boy.
yeah, these guys wanted to get
Oh, here we
wanted
go.
me to get here by noon.
Here we go.
So I hammered down. I got here by noon, but
Mind you,
I
we've only-
texted my guy Justin here, right? I'm like,
God.
Justin,
Oh,
man,
here we
dude.
go. Bus.
I'm
Eat
like,
the
Justin,
bus.
man, I'm super hungry. Like, can you get some Taco Bell for your boy? Because you already told me it was 12 o'clock. You're starting without me. Like, at least while you're on the way there, get me some food, you know, so I'm not hangry. And the response I get was, so yeah, Sexy broke his collarbone. And I said, don't change the subject. So
That was true. That was exactly what you texted him.
So, needless to say, I had to stop at Arby's. I was late, and I still got yelled at when the problem was taken care of.
I didn't yell at him.
Actually, we didn't yell at you because you weren't that late. We weren't set up. I forgot that the lights weren't together.
Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, so if anything, Travis was actually late.
So what I'm getting at is, why couldn't have Justin been a bro and got a Taco 12?
you know what? If you guys want to blow me out on YouTube, it's fine.
Comment below if he should have stopped at the 12 pack and been a bro, or if he's not a bro now and he, is just an asshole.
Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Thanks, bud.
So anyway, also make sure we are doing again the Moto Aftermath Show Fantasy League, which we will be doing through PulpMX Fantasy. There will be links in the description of this when they put it up. It won't be in there at first because I don't think they've opened the leagues at all there for that yet.
No,
that I know of, and it probably won't open until like the week before. We will be doing that. We will be doing giveaways. We're not 100% sure what the giveaways are. We're waiting on a couple things right now.
If you guys even want to get frisky and maybe do like a buy-in money league or something like that, we can even discuss
comment
that
below
if we get
with
enough
that,
interest.
yeah, if we get enough interest. But we will be once again giving away prizes.
We can't win it.
We can't win it, and we will be competing in the league also. So it's cool you get to play against us, and I will have the prizes lined up and out there when we do the A1 wrap-up show.
Although
So
we're trying to go 1, 2, 3 this year because we failed horribly at that last year.
yes,
Yeah, one guy kicked our asses. I don't remember who it was.
I don't either.
No.
But anyway, so getting right into 2020 previews here, we're going to start with probably, I guess, some of the big news for the off season here as far as riders go. As you know, on our shows, we like to start with the privateer and lower teams and work our way up. So we're going to start with the most privateer of privateer, Chad Reed. So he has announced his retirement.
Well, I was just about to say,
Take a step back on the most privateer.
yeah, because he actually, even though his setup may be privateer this time around, he has more money than.
So let's take a step back. Alex Ray.
We're not talking about, A-Ray's got a team.
Yeah.
That's a privateer.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I get what he was
We're
getting at,
gonna
though.
start
But
with
I know what
Chad
you're getting
Reed.
at. All right,
We're gonna
all right.
start with Chad Reed.
All right, but I know what you're getting at.
So he announces his retirement in Sydney. This is the farewell tour.
Finally.
He, as of right now, doesn't have a
It
ride.
was cool how he did it, though.
It was.
Yeah, for sure.
And at least we're
With
getting
broken ribs.
something. Unlike Stu. This isn't Stu. We're not, well, maybe he's going to come back. Maybe he's going to be done this year. So we're actually getting something.
Although he did another video.
I did see that.
Yes, he did, actually.
He's getting back into the
He's
sport.
on my ride again.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting back into the sport.
We'll
that,
see.
That hatred of the last video is done, apparently.
We'll see.
Whatever. But anyway, chat.
So no team right now.
He's on a Honda, though.
He's on a Honda.
As of right now.
Mountain Motorsports, the suspension is Art of War or whatever, who was actually the suspension guy at JGR, who left, and then I met the new guy.
Oh, God.
Well, it's also funny, too, because he brought Ben Schiermeyer with him
Yeah.
from
Yep,
JGR.
took him with him.
Ben was, was he Joey's mechanic last year? Or not Joey's mechanic, what's his name? Whose mechanic was he last year?
I don't remember.
He was never Weston's mechanic.
I don't
No,
know. I don't know what he was doing.
I don't remember.
But while we're on the topic of JGR again,
Oh, boy. We're going to talk about them also.
you want a job in the moto industry? Old boy got his suspension job because he knew the truck driver and he just messaged him.
Well, you know, that's how JGR works.
Yeah.
So anyway,
No, that's the whole moto industry.
So anyway, Chad Reed on a Honda. probability he goes to KTM? 'Cause that's a pretty big rumor flying around.
No, I don't see it.
You don't think so?
No,
It would have
I
been
don't.
cool. I think it
don't
would
know.
have definitely been cool for him to take the Red Bull ride, just because of the whole ride every single brand.
But I don't think
Farewell
Roger
tour.
can deal with him.
But then again, yeah, like you said, Roger isn't going to deal with the bitching, I don't think.
No, because that'll happen after one round.
I've heard there's some pretty serious talks going on, but they're
Well, he was testing it. He was testing the bike apparently, but I don't know. I don't know how his year's gonna go. I think he makes every main. I'm not gonna be like a couple years ago where I claimed that he'll miss a couple. Like I don't see that happening. But let's be real. Like Chad, this is what his 15th year.
something like that.
15th year. He's gonna, even though he's gonna be
No,
on.
it's got to be more than that.
Well, no, I'm
How
sorry.
old is he?
I'm trying to think about when he went to the 450 class.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so it
yeah.
didn't take long either.
Yeah, because he went in 03.
Yep.
So 03 was his rookie year in the 250 class back then. I just don't see it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know, right? I just don't see it. Like I don't see him. What, maybe a few top tens.
Yeah.
Like he looks in better
I
shape.
think he'll hover around 15th or so in the first few rounds while everybody's healthy, and then he'll as the field starts depleting, guys keep riding pit bikes, breaking their collarbones, and he'll get
Chase Sexton style.
Yeah, he'll probably be around 10th area, I would think. He did show some speed on that bike in Australia
With broken ribs.
with broken ribs,
Yeah.
so there's a little bit of an asterisk there. Still a little attitude there. Gave Anderson what he probably had coming.
Well, him and Brayton, you know, they had a nice little battle. Nothing like that. They had a nice little battle for a few laps and stuff, and then you could definitely tell that the ribs were an issue because
Yes.
he just. I don't know. I don't. It's cool that this. It's not cool that it's his final year because that kind of ends an era of the whole
Yeah.
Chad, Stu, Carmichael era. But it's cool though that like he's gonna get a farewell tour. You know, where a lot of guys don't get that.
Yep.
I mean, the only people I can really think of was K-Dub and Ricky, where
Yeah.
a lot of guys just like either get halfway
I
into their
feel like it's
farewell
gonna
tour.
be like 08 where he's just gonna party his ass off at every round.
Well, like I said, it's weird too because he looks in really good shape this time around.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it. The equipment's going to be really good. But like I said, I agree. I think that when the field depletes or you know a few guys get injured, top tens maybe. But for the most part, 12 to 15 guy,
Hope he juices.
Mexican style juice.
Last year, dudes.
I would
juice it up.
say he's in top tens.
Consistently,
Especially if he stays healthy.
consistently though.
Consistently?
I mean,
Maybe not in the beginning of the year, but after we get past the first four rounds.
four rounds.
First 4 rounds, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
12 to 15 is a good call. I would say though, top 10 after we get outside 4 rounds, as people start to get hurt, the field starts to deplete a little bit.
you know his lap time is going to be terrible in practice. So.
Yeah, well, that's Chad Reed.
We'll
So,
Give it a mud race. He'll be top 5
We'll
one
just
time.
see if he can feel the front end and turn it. Or
I'm
Yeah,
still
no,
not
the
100%
front traction.
convinced he's not going to KTM. Think about the promotion they're going to get.
They just
not
did
that
a big,
they
they
need
just
it.
did a big old announcement at Mountain Motorsports about it.
I just can't see it. Like I said, Roger and Ian, they don't put up.
I
with
think they got
bullshit.
bigger fish.
Yeah.
to fry, so.
They do.
All right. Anything else about Chad Reed before we move on here
No,
and getting?
Because I really
okay.
don't like talking about
Okay, great.
What?
We're gonna move on.
Not a Reed guy?
Whoa.
You bought that sweatshirt because of Chad Reed on Ford. Don't lie to me.
All right. So we're moving on. Next up. All right. So we're gonna start with kind of the we'll call it privateer teams, I guess.
Yep.
Right. That would be about the best analogy, best description.
That term has gone away over the years. You ever notice?
Oh, it really
Satellite
has.
teams?
It really has. So anyway, so we have 4 here. We'll cover 3 of them, and then we'll talk about the 4th one because the 4th one's getting
Got
back
a little bit of an
support.
asterisk next to it.
So we've got the Man Look K&R Racing Honda. Is that how you say it? Man
Yeah.
Look, Man Look.
They also got 2 other guys, Ryder Floyd, and then.
But they're only 250s,
yeah.
and we're 450 show.
No, I don't know.
We're
Well, yeah,
this
we
is
don't
a
do
450 show.
And we don't do the 250
We're
show
the
till
250
East.
West, bro.
We're just doing 450 show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only do the 250 East because no one really knows. Then we have the SGB Maxxis Babbitt's Cowie team.
That's a fucking mouth.
That's a mouthful. That's almost as bad as Rocky Mountain and Monster.
Rocky
Yamaha.
Mountain, BTO,
Yeah.
KTM.
The new Babbitt's Cowie.
Yeah, and then we have Hep Suzuki. So on the Man Luck Honda, we have John Short, who's doing select 450 races.
Yeah, 'cause I think he's to the East.
Thoughts on that?
He looked good outdoors, but Supercross is a whole different animal.
He was
Yeah.
better. I don't know. I think he is obviously a better 450 guy, but man, like last year in Supercross, even on the 450 on that stock 450, he was struggling.
Is he doing West Coast?
That's what I thought I read.
I think that's what I read too. We're filming
so if
this
I'm
on
a
the
privateer
16th,
guy, and I
so-
don't even care if I'm on John Short's level. I'm staying home. I'm not even going to Anaheim. You got to think there's 19 guys.
Oh yeah.
Well, then if you add in one of the guys coming from overseas in this lower part of the yeah, you got
Yeah.
Supercross and guys like that.
Dude, and apparently a lot of Aussies are coming over. I think
Yeah.
Todd Waters is coming over, Jay Wilson, a couple of the 250 kids are coming over.
Those
So,
Australian dudes are no joke.
well, that's been proven, yeah.
So we don't think that Short makes mains. Is that our?
Not on the 450.
I don't think so.
Not this year. As much as
Okay.
I like John
for
Short,
the,
and I
for the
really like
rounds that
Short,
he's doing. No.
Okay.
I like
think
it.
so.
But I think 250 East, he will do well because we've kind of seen that 250 East is going to be
Yeah, if
very.
he got a set of pipes, dude, he's good.
Okay.
Hopefully he's got an exhaust system on that.
He's got an
fucking bike.
exhaust system. We're cool.
Oh, and I forgot about Kyle Cunningham's doing 450s this year too.
I have that on here.
So now he's a guy that might be able to sneak it into a main though.
Yeah, well, I like Kyle Cunningham.
Well,
I think
we
I-
can move to that. The Hep Suzuki team, which has Max Anstey, the 7 Deuce Deuce, and Kyle Cunningham. Now, is Kyle Cunningham going to be in shape? That's the question.
I think so, man. I really do because
Yeah, I think he's a guy that can put. He'll be right on the ball, but I think he can put it in the main.
well, last year he was.
he came back at Oakland last year, right? Was his first.
Well, dude, yeah, and that 250, like, dude, he didn't even have a cams in that thing. Like, that thing was stock other than exhaust system and
he was out of
suspension.
shape though.
He was.
He was out of shape.
On a 250.
But
though,
he
that's no
didn't.
joke.
He didn't
Yeah.
know though. I read an interview like a month ago. He didn't know what he was doing though because he was like, "Hey, it's easier to do the 450. Everybody knows that."
He didn't know
But
what he
he's
was doing, but why are you not in shape? Your
Well, that's
job's
what-
to be in shape.
Well, it is. I agree with you, and we've had that but like he honestly didn't even know if this was gonna he was gonna be racing anymore. So he kind of just, hey, I want to keep going. Him and his dad loaded up, which has kind of been his thing over the years. I think I like Kyle Cunningham a lot, so I think maybe my expectations are a little bit higher than most. But I think when Kyle Cunningham's in shape, even in the 450 class, he can get top 10s. He's proven that over the years. He's a very talented dude. Weird style.
In
but
Vegas, I'm putting him on my fantasy.
Oh Jesus Christ.
if he's
That
healthy,
dude goes in Vegas.
if he's healthy by Daytona, I think that'll probably be his best round.
So
If he's in shape.
okay.
Hot pick.
Yeah,
Hot take.
Hot take.
So Max Anstey.
Ooh, I like
This is a
it.
wild
I
card,
like it. Max is my boy.
I know.
Max is my boy.
You have
Why?
talked
Why is
about
he
it
your
before.
boy?
Why? Because honestly, I love his attitude, and he was one of the only dudes in
I
Europe
thought you were gonna say I love his accent, but
I love that too. He was one of the only dudes that ever put it to Hurlings and didn't put up with his bullshit when Hurlings was dominating the 250
Okay,
class.
but we're not racing outdoors here. We're racing Supercross.
No!
bro.
It's gonna-
I think Supercross is gonna be a struggle.
But the thing is that Hep Suzuki is not contracting him to ride Supercross. They know that outdoors is going to be his thing, so there's not a lot of expectations. He still rides Supercross. I think he
So
has.
Hep's going outdoors this year.
Yeah, he might be the only guy though.
So Anstey yard sales himself in Supercross, doesn't even get to ride outdoors.
That is also a problem. That is also a problem. He gets hurt a lot.
Yep.
He's not going to take any bullshit from anybody though.
I'm
I don't care
just
who it
gonna
is.
take a step back on this one. He's just a giant question mark.
I don't know either.
Well,
So this is all you.
I like his determination. He puts in the work. He does have problems staying healthy. That's always been his issue. If he is healthy come outdoors, I think he's going to be a big threat to get a lot of wins. He's never going to win a championship because, like I said, he gets hurt a lot.
This is a Supercross show though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting to that point is that he needs to stay healthy. I think that if he stays healthy the entire year, he makes all the mains. He's kind of like Chad. I think he's going to be a 12 to 15 guy because the dude's got a lot of he's got a lot of talent. People forget that about Max Anstey. I know that his only thing is outdoors, but if you go back
Get
when
on
he was
Instagram. Any videos of him hitting a set of whoops?
yeah, actually there is. When he was on the
I'm gonna
KTM.
have to look.
Yeah, it's from like months ago. But
Because I was thinking about Joe Schmoder earlier, and I was like,
no,
let's see this guy hit a set of whoops, and then I went on his Instagram. And,
You saw it and it was bad?
He went through him good. I don't know. He just looked like he was just kind of floating around the track.
Shimoda?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a really stiff style too.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
Just depends on how good that bike is. I'll just say that.
the 7 Deuce Deuce. Any chance he makes more than like 3 mains this year?
skip A1, go straight to the studio.
Bro, did you see him like doing a fucking rap thing?
Oh god, that was the cringiest
Oh,
thing I've
yeah,
ever
in
seen.
Geneva.
And then they had like people. They were filming the crowd, and the crowd was like,
No, because I couldn't understand it.
"What
Yeah.
the hell?"
I
They were
let's,
dropping F-bombs and stuff.
let's be real. The only reason Entic Nap has a ride is because of his social media presence.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
Which
again,
I-
we've had this discussion
and I hate
before.
it so much.
You
but
do, but
I
we've
mean,
had
I
this
call him
discussion
7 Deuce
before.
Deuce at least once a week.
I don't like him.
I mean, I'll listen to it once in a while.
I don't like him.
Okay, and then the
That yellow blue.
Stop.
And then the don't even start. And then the Babbitt's Cowie, A-Ray and the cat.
A-Ray?
Does the cat make him? Let's start with the cat. Does the cat make him make?
He makes mains. I think. Are we
Does
doing
he Superman a triple?
Maybe.
best moment? ever.
Best moment ever.
Over under on him making.
Come East Rutherford time, then we can talk about it.
So into the year.
Does he make half the mains this year?
No.
Okay.
Not
No,
until
I disagree.
Until the field
I
is
think-
depleted. Dude, you gotta think, like he said, we got what, 19, 20 factory dudes?
We're also forgetting, why didn't we talk about your boy Brock Tickle? The fuck, he's coming back in Tampa.
We know, there's a big question mark.
If anybody watches this show from a couple years ago, go back and watch Travis.
I did predict Tickle was
Yeah,
gonna
look
be
at
the
you,
man I
Tickle.
can't
Oh,
have.
Brock Tickle. Tickle my pickle.
Brock Tickle was tickling your pickle.
He was then.
He was all about it, dude. He's
I
like
love
he's
it.
going to be a 4 to 6
KTM.
guy. He's going to win races.
Bro, we were in third when we went over the berm.
because of the Eldon thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
He was all about it, dude.
I was all about it.
Too bad Eldon used him as a guinea pig.
You know what?
I know,
You
right?
win some, you lose
All the
some.
Mexican
We messed
supplements.
up the drugs in him, so we got caught. It's a fucking issue.
AJ,
But we came back with Coop and sailed through and didn't get caught, so now we're good.
But back to Catanzaro. No, I think it's going to be a rough year for him. It's cool that he's got a ride. I mean,
It is cool.
whatever.
Put him in the 250 class.
Okay, so now A-Ray.
A-Ray looks good. But he is A-Ray and he fries clutches.
So he's like,
you just don't know him on 2 wheels either. 'cause
he's like 20.
If he stays okay,
if he really takes what Millsaps teaches him and really uses Millsaps to his advantage, then yeah, I think he can make May.
if he stays upright.
If he stays upright, yeah, but if he's in an LCQ situation, stuff like that, and he starts
He's
pushing
going to
too
start
hard,
bombing people. But he did win an overseas race, and I know that on this show, at least for me, I don't put a lot of emphasis on those. But he did win an overseas race.
was Bowers in it and a couple guys like that?
Yeah, Bowers, Starling, there was a couple like local dudes or whatever. But he did win. He did win. And beating Bowers is not an easy feat in those overseas races.
I saw Bogle won it too. But.
Yeah.
Did you see Bowers like picked up a tough block?
I haven't seen the video.
He got into it with somebody.
I want to see the video. Yeah, it was somebody that shouldn't have been beating him, Ryan Brees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was kind of a joke.
I think A-Ray, I think
So
that
there's other guys you can talk about. Ryan Brees.
Okay, dude, we don't have all day to talk about shit.
I'm
This
just
show's
saying.
already
I'm
like
just
an hour
saying.
and a half.
I'm just saying. Throw a couple of those names in. Ryan Brees, some of those guys. Think about it.
I think A-Ray makes 12 mains this year.
Probably.
12 mains.
I'd be okay with that. 'cause
Best
he
finish,
has enough
11.
skill and sends it enough to do that.
11th is his best finish. If he doesn't fry the clutch by the end of the
Okay,
day,
yeah.
cool. If he
But
doesn't,
that's like the end of the year.
That's-
But there's no one there.
but like I said though, if he doesn't fry the clutch by the end of the day.
That's super
Yeah.
bold. I'm going 15 on bag.
Okay. It's this old saying, we can work with speed, and he looks really good.
He has speed.
He does have the
And
speed.
he'll send it.
But he will send it.
WTF.
And maybe him and Bowers get
Oh,
into it again this year.
WFO, whatever.
I know.
WTF, no.
All right, so let's get to the last team.
Okay.
And one of my favorite guys and one of Travis's.
Tedder
Well, wait,
Racing
We have a little bit of
KTM.
an asterisk on this because these guys are getting factory support. So
Yes.
these guys will be on bikes that are basically the same as the Rocky Mountain bikes. Maybe a couple parts that are different than what Webb will be on and those guys, but basically it's a factory bike.
And I honestly started thinking about this. Like, I don't know what might actually be different about it. I mean, other than obviously the engine packages, but like,
What frame stuff.
yeah, maybe some hangers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this will be the first time the Dakota Tedder has ever been talked about on a preview show.
This is because.
Well, he's
I mean,
got to be talked about.
He doesn't make mains though.
We're going
right?
to talk about him because it's
Okay,
his team,
Just making sure.
and we're shoveling him to the side.
Nobody gives a
Because
shit.
the real story at this team.
Is
Marty Dowd.
Marty Davilo.
Marty.
Woo! Finally! And he's on a factory bike.
So he's top 5 dude?
Send news.
Woo! No.
Okay.
He will.
I think he can be around 10.
He wins a couple heat races this year.
Ooh.
His top 5 in qualifying.
Ooh.
And I think his best finish is 6th in a main.
Okay.
Bro, I know that it was Geneva. I know it was a tamed down 29-second track, 10-minute mains, kind of like the Monster Cup.
I gotta see him get through 5 rounds.
Okay, that's fair. That's valid. But he did put it to Brayton and
He
Barsha
did.
and
He
Malcolm.
But the first couple laps of that moto, he was all over the place.
But that's the thing, though, is that's kind of Martin's style. He's always been one of those guys. That
And then he
just
smoothed it out. I always
But when
thought
he gets
was
into a
smooth out.
groove, and yes, the crashes pretty much, the 2 crashes kept him from winning everything that weekend. But that's kind of always the thing with Martin. He's finally on a 450, contrary to popular belief. He's been wanting to be on a 450. He's on a factory bike. I just think that he's going to have a good year. But the unfortunate thing is it's probably going to be one of his last years. Because he's getting up there in age. He's like, what, 32, 33 now?
Yeah, something like
He's
that.
like Chad Reed did.
Yeah.
It feels like, I mean,
I
he's been
feel
pro
like
since
I remember him
05.
being on a 250F and like when the Silver Dome was still around.
One thing I will say is that I watched that Geneva, that head-to-head shit they had.
I see. I never seen any of that.
He was a little sketchy on it. Like the first time that he took Brayton out, it was because he got a little sketchy coming out.
But if you do look at that, the way that track broke down with how tacky, especially a lot of people, even Brayton was sketchy.
I'm not saying that
Yeah.
it was
Well, the
necessarily
rough
all
and that
him, but I am saying I saw it in the first
GLs
one.
were
I was
bad.
like, because I know Brayton was a little upset with him. I'm like, well, if you go back to the first one, like it was Marty basically got loose in the corner and hit his front wheel.
And
by
the two
accident.
times and I don't know if this was because that bike was that was just his own personal
like a
bike.
practice bike.
Yeah, pretty much I wanted to say practice bike, but I'm like, he didn't have a race bike, so technically it was both. Pretty much.
Yeah, he was riding that KTM, flew over there with his own cow. He raced.
I think he had an
his cow.
exhaust in the suspension. Pretty much the only crashes he had though is because he pushed the front.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was a chassis thing or just him, but whatever. But
You mean Martin Davlos pushed the front end and went down?
No way.
no way! All right, guys. So last thing, what is his best finish for you guys
10th.
in the main?
Yep.
Okay. Could you see him leading heat? I think he's gonna win heat race. A couple
He
of
could,
heats.
yeah. So he could
I'll
pull a
give him
start
an
lead a
eight.
heat race
Okay.
for 5 minutes.
I'll give him an A.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. So he's an 8 to 10 guy.
I see him
6
battling
to
with like Freezy.
6 to 9.
All right.
Yeah.
Battling with like Freezy
Yep.
and probably Justin Hill.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's enough with the
Dark
privateer.
Paul,
So let's start getting into the meat and potatoes here and get into some of these big teams.
No.
Okay. So getting into our first, I guess we'll call it real team here. Smartop,
Factory team.
Real team.
Smartop, Honda, Moto Concepts.
Losing a very consistent guy this year.
Justin Brayton's out, and we'll talk about him later. So who do we got on this team? We got Justin Hill, Freeze,
See what kind of gear they're wearing, by the way?
and Malcolm 7. Leah? Are they in Leah?
Well, Malcolm's in 7.
Hill, yeah, Hill.
Okay,
and
yeah, that's why I got
Hill.
confused.
And that explains why I didn't get to go out there for a holiday party this year. But
SoCal partying.
So anyway,
well, I think some funding went away.
so
Right?
Hill, Freeze, and Malcolm.
What do you want to
here.
talk about first?
Let's start with Freeze. So
No,
Freeze.
let's start with the biggest question mark on that team.
Oh boy, Justin Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely didn't think. I thought you were going with Malcolm.
No, Malcolm's not as big of a question mark as Hill.
He's not. He only raced
No.
2 races last year.
I don't give a
I
shit.
don't give a shit.
All right.
Malcolm's
Whatever,
Malcolm's
guys.
gonna make
Fuck off.
Malcolm's gonna make Hill look stupid.
I'm not disagreeing. I just kind of thought you were going to go with a guy that only made 2 races in the one time.
No,
he did.
because I'm
Saturday
sure
morning.
about no, because I
We
don't,
all know Justin Hill is the biggest question mark.
we don't question Malcolm's commitment.
Which is weird because that's always been a question.
Like
Malcolm.
Justin Hill, like in his interviews, I feel so sick on this bike. I'm the man.
Bro, he said that
I'm gonna
about
win
JGR.
races.
Does
And
he
you
win?
were battling with Freezy in Paris.
Does he win Tampa?
No.
Only if
I don't
there's a
think
sand
they're going to
section.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Only if there's a sand section.
Only if they have an exact replica of that track.
Okay,
even with
so
the
best finish for Justin Hill on the year.
In a main? Ah, good God.
If
But 10.
does he finish the whole year? Let's just go with that. Does he finish?
I think
the
he
whole year?
finishes. I think he finishes the whole year because I think that if he doesn't, he's never getting a ride again.
10.
10?
But I
Is he on a year
wanna,
contract?
I do want to point
I
out,
don't
like,
know.
it's not really a secret that they're on, like, it's like real business style the way that team is
And
ran.
it's super high bonus.
Well,
but
That's
the
what I'm
bonus
saying.
starts
It's a
at
real
15.
incentive-based contract.
Yes.
Well,
Maybe that'll light some fire under his ass.
Well, Mike Genova, that's part of it because the dude's very successful.
Very
He knows-
business, very good
Yeah.
Yeah,
business.
he knows how to run shit.
So, I think more teams should take note.
I think so.
I
too.
agree. I really do because that's the perfect
Y'all wanna
example
start,
of
y'all want to start a team and do this or what?
where we get the backing from.
I don't
Because
know.
neither
Yeah,
none of us are millionaires.
Michael Lindsay, go for a run.
First off, what's wrong? There's nothing wrong with what he's doing.
He's losing his ass.
He is
So-
losing his ass, but he's like, yeah, we'll just break even. Dude, you ain't breaking even. now,
We'll
dude.
talk a little bit more about
All
that.
right, so Hill, you said 10th, right?
He might make money on that deal.
I think his best finish is 13th.
Ooh, all right.
I say 12th, and I say he's lucky if he finishes the whole
We got
year.
a 10, 12, 13.
I think he finishes the whole year, even if unless it's just a gnarly injury. I think kind of like what Cole just talked about. He has motivation this time around. He has to finish because if he doesn't, he doesn't get paid.
I don't see it, but
No, I know where you're going with that, but I just think that unless it's like a broken arm, like if he's got a cracked rib and he
Yeah.
actually can breathe a little bit, he's like, I have to go out here because dude, his lifespan of being a professional motocross racer is closing soon.
super short.
And I work for Leatt. I like the technology in the helmet.
I like how I just had to bring that shit up.
But the shell is a little goofy on that helmet.
No, he's smart. He's listening to me. Good call.
How many hate comments on Hill's helmet? I've already seen a million of them.
Bunch. But
It can't be worse than
whatever.
the Star Wars Fox helmet.
Hashtag no hate comments.
Oh, that was sweet though.
Fucking hate that.
So
It
anyway,
was cool because it was mainstream.
Whatever.
Look at it from a business side.
I know, but
Yeah.
as just a person looking at, you know, the different structure. Anyway,
So Vince
Pete
Freaks.
Fox is a really big Star Wars fan. If you didn't know.
Pete Fox has a lot of money.
Yeah, he does. So
Kanye West.
It's hard to talk
Wow.
shit
What?
because we're
No,
three dudes
dude,
sitting in a
no,
garage.
Kanye
so-
West wanted Pete Fox to help him with the Yeezy brand.
Not great. It'd be like, oh,
Oh,
And
boy.
Kanye West knew who Ricky Carmichael was.
That's impressive.
I would figure
That's kinda cool.
Kanye should start a team.
Kanye is massive.
Kanye's a dick.
He should start a team.
He's
Kanye's
very
like
creative.
Jesus, is what
He's
I
very
heard.
creative.
Did you just say Kanye is like, we are getting way off track in this show.
Can we go back to where we're supposed to be?
Vince Freeze.
Breaking news: Kanye West Yeezy back Yamaha team. Anyway,
Well, there-
Best finish for Freeze of the year. And he's looking good. He's
He's looking
improving.
And his starts are always on point.
On
Other
point.
than Paris, they were fucking terrible.
7.
7th?
Triple Crown.
That's
Oh! Because
Whoa.
Triple Crown is Glendale, Arlington, and Vegas this year. Which anybody doesn't know, look at the schedule because it's completely different. But
Yes.
I imagine.
best finish. Go.
You know what? I actually have to agree with you. Triple Crown though, not a regular main, right?
No.
Just a Triple Crown. Okay, 7. Yep, I agree with that. Because the starts are on point, and we know that he can ride a wide bike. So
We saw him at Monster Cup. He made it 10 laps out front, damn near.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 9th.
okay.
I'm in
So
the ballpark. I
Triple
mean,
Crown
he's in
though?
the top 10.
Triple Crown.
And
I think
he's
he-
got,
I
I
think
think
he
he's
can
got
do
a
it
solid
regular.
base under him too. He hasn't really been hurt. or,
He's looking better, and Tony and all the guys, and now he's got Malcolm to train with.
he's
like,
just solid.
I'm
I
just
would
always
say-
worried about his cardio though. I really am.
Yeah, but
Because he's gonna burn himself out if he gets a start. Because Vince, in his mind, that he's better than his mind, he thinks he's better than he actually is. No disrespect, all racers are like that. But in his mind, I think he's gonna gas himself out if he gets a start.
pulling me, yawning on the
Right?
show.
Fucking
You
quit.
tired or?
Dude, I
just
almost
kidding.
drove straight through 12 hours last night.
Oh boy.
All right.
I went 8.5 last night.
So anyway, okay, and then Malcolm,
The real shiner. Of
the
show.
real shiner.
Yeah.
Does Malcolm win a race?
No.
You don't think
No,
so?
No.
no, he doesn't win a race.
Because he was gonna win A1 last year.
He was gonna.
He was
Good.
gonna, but
That's
he
the
didn't,
thing.
and it was a mud race.
Podium?
I think a podium is possible if all the cards fall right.
This is really hard for me because I'm a big Mookie fan.
It depends on how big the whoops are.
Well, actually, you might want to hope they're not big because Glendale was very evident that fucking going Mach 1. Apparently, your chain can fall off and somehow wrap itself back on.
That's a new thing to everybody.
I don't understand that.
how he was going so fast.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's almost literally impossible to do.
So,
that, but okay.
hang on. Does that bike have a factory ECU?
Yes.
Do you think James would steal it and put it in his Honda?
I love how we just go off track on this.
Remember that old-
Yeah, the factory ECU.
Okay.
Anyway.
Um,
I'll give him around. He hovers around 6th, 5th.
If he's learned to back it down, which I don't know why we would think that he would, but if he's learned to back it down, once again, talking about Glendale, not needing to go Mach 1 through the whoops, learning to back it down and just
That's a stupid thing.
take things.
Dude,
all.
why didn't you guys tell me I look like an idiot with my sunglasses on?
Dude, no one cares, okay? We're just trying to get the show filmed.
Best
Wow.
finish in a main,
Fine.
5th.
Wow,
That's
you're really
awesome.
not gonna give him a podium?
No, because I'm
I'm gonna go a 3 to 8 guy.
Wow,
3 to 8.
really?
Oh yeah.
I'll go 48.
He's got speed.
Damn.
He's got
So
speed.
can I go 6 to 9?
I'll go
You
48.
can go 6 to 9. 4 to 8, 3 to 8,
6 to
6
9.
to 9.
Yeah, 6 to
That's
9.
Okay.
a wide spread.
That is a
That
big
is.
spread.
That's
You just said 3 to 8.
That's a wide spread.
That's a.
But I do think he mixes it up and makes things interesting all year. If he stays healthy.
Just once again, hopefully physics doesn't deny him again.
Yeah.
Does James come on the podium?
Guys,
Does he
hopefully.
come on?
That would be awesome.
Does he come on the podium?
Literally and figuratively.
Oh my god. Alright, cool. So that's gonna wrap up Smartop
We need to put a fucking
Moto
TV
Concepts.
MMA on this
Yeah.
fucking
Honda
podcast.
here. And we
You're the
are
one that went that way.
we are gonna move we're not doing any of this anymore. And we're gonna move on.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, just kind of wrap that around.
God.
and bring it back.
Well,
Wrap it around?
I was
Wrap
done.
that around?
To wrap it around, I think that's overall a solid team from where they've come from.
Yeah, I do.
From
agree.
the Alessi brothers
Oh yeah. And now
to a guy like Malcolm Stewart.
Mike.
I mean,
once
Vince
again,
Freezy's been there forever.
Mike Genova has taken this team from a shit show. It was literally a sideshow.
Yep.
I mean, he was at, I think it was Elsnore,
Laser
near
game.
the podium with a pool for himself, hanging out with people during a national.
Oh.
And now this team is full factory. They've been it for what? This is the second year they've been full factory.
Yeah.
I just,
Got a
I,
Daytona win.
yeah, I do agree. I think that even though a lot of people thought that losing Brayton to Factory Honda was going to be a big loss, and I think it is, but they have a solid group. Even as much as people want to shit on Hill, he still makes mains, he still brings in people.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, and I think a lot of other teams in the paddock need to take note of what Genova's doing.
Like JGR.
Yep. All right, cool. So that wraps up Moto Concepts, and now we will continue to move on. Okay, so JGR Suzuki. So 450.
I'm an insider now, by the way.
Oh, Jesus
Whatever,
Christ.
dude. What the fuck ever.
450 was supposed to be Savachi. He's hurt. Have you heard anything about the injuries yet?
I've heard
Have
it's
you
not
heard
as bad
anything?
as they
You're an
thought.
insider. Have you heard anything? Oh, God.
He was on crutches at the shop. No, I'm just playing. I thought I seen that it was like a compound fracture or something.
That's what I
The
thought,
last
too.
thing I saw is they said it wasn't as bad as they originally thought. Which
I don't
who
know.
knows,
I hope
'cause
not, because
Yeah, we
Nico
need
Izzy style.
yeah, let's not go
That's
down
a
Nico
Suzuki
Izzy.
thing.
Yeah.
Must be
Well, it's
Suzuki
also a
thing.
Nico thing, and Suzuki's like that false neutral back in the day.
Anyway.
Yeah, so they got Norin and Jimmy D select rounds on 450, correct?
Well,
Yeah.
Amart, I think, is also
Select
doing
rounds on a
select rounds on
450 too.
450.
That's what I've heard.
so West Coast, because Jimmy D and Amart are East Coast.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
does Freddie Norin make mains?
maybe.
3
3? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a struggle for him.
on the East Coast.
I can see Jimmy D putting it in the main though.
You think so?
All right. Because
Oh,
since
boy.
we don't really have much to talk about, bonus question: if that's the squad for the 450s with Jimmy D and Amart doing bonus rounds, who has a better finish? If Amart and Jimmy D both make the main, which I would assume that they would be able to make mains.
God, they both just don't look like 450 guys.
No, because
Amart?
they're small. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Not afraid that he's going to kill himself?
I think Jimmy D will send it a little more than Amart.
Nah, I go with Jimmy D. I think he's a pretty precise guy.
I think because of his whoop speed.
And whoop
Now, I don't
speed.
know if that's going to translate over to the 450 being a
Jimmy
bigger
D
guy.
is really damn good through the whoop somehow.
I think I'd actually have to agree.
Who's smaller?
I think Amart.
Amart is. That
Which
dude-
one of the midgets is smaller?
I
That
think
dude is
Jimmy,
super small.
I think Jimmy D's like 5'8" and Amart's like 5'6".
I don't know. My buddy Brody watches his dog. I'll have him get the inside.
Which one? Who's though? Jimmy D or Amart?
Jimmy D's.
Oh, boy.
Okay, cool. Jimmy DeQuartis!
All right. Well, maybe Jimmy.
Yeah, I go
I don't know.
Jimmy D with a better finish than Amart. On the 450s.
I mean, there is.
Yeah. And 250s.
And
probably.
Jimmy D has a better finish than Amart and Freddie Norin.
Do we,
Yes.
Do we think Savachi comes back at all for Supercross?
No. If that, even if it's not as bad as they thought,
Yeah, I
heel,
hope he just gets his ass ready for outdoors because
Yeah.
I think he can be good.
heel is that's an issue.
He's got a multi-year deal though, doesn't he? He's got
2
two. Yeah.
years.
So he's got
Did they sign him to 2?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. That's why he went
Okay.
with JGR instead of
Okay.
Honda and stuff.
So do you, what, do
Other
you
than
guys
the
think?
fact that Kenny doesn't like him and wouldn't let him on there, but anyway.
Yeah, I know, right?
Go ahead.
Well, do you guys think that Freddie Norin? I said I think he makes 3. Do you guys think he makes any mains?
It's going to be questionable at best.
He doesn't make A1.
Well, no. He probably, if that's the case, he's probably going to make a lot of the West Coast rounds.
I don't think
Triple Crown, he ain't making any. He ain't making any of the Triple Crown
he
mains. 'cause
can't
He ain't
modify
going.
one lap.
What?
He can't do a huge.
Dude, he could barely do. He couldn't even do 1 lap in Supercross on a 250.
Okay, yeah, he was not too hot on it.
Dude, he scares me in Supercross.
So, bonus question here. Who does JGR sign with as far as a manufacturer for next year?
Not Suzuki.
Gas.
That's what I think too.
Gas.
Yep.
By the way, anybody who doesn't know, go read the links about KTM and Gas over in Europe. Gas is coming to the States. It's going to be a big deal.
Yep.
And
So, yeah.
it's going to be just like the Husky merger kind of thing. It's just going to be KTM with some red plastic. And
Yep.
Although the only thing that different with the Gas is the motor's a little bit different design, but it's pretty. Yeah, you're right. It's pretty much. It's a KTM.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're good bikes.
All right. So we don't really have anything else about JGR.
No, because with
Yeah.
Savachi being out,
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I mean,
The
it's
team's
the
kinda-
whole team's kind of a question mark.
Yep. So this section was short. We're moving on. Okay, so next up, Rocky Mountain KTM team. So who do we got on there? We got Baggett, Bogle.
It's just
no more Benny Bloss.
No more Benny Bloss.
It's just those two. They're down to 2.
Man, we
Yeah.
forgot about Benny Bloss.
We did.
He's on Rock River.
Too
People
many guys.
were asking about like throw somebody on Muscan's bike. I thought about Benny Bloss, but I don't think they're
All right, who you guys want to start with, Bogle
Might as
or?
well, he's-
Let's
Okay.
start with Bogle. I consider him a lower tier than Baggett.
Yep.
Which is funny,
But which
because-
is what I'm going to get into is I think Bogle could. I think he can be a top 5 guy.
All right, so
Whoa.
Well, actually, no,
That is a hot take.
actually, you know what? In Supercross, I would almost not disagree with you with how his year ended. But are we all in agreement that this is one of his final years to keep going with rides? Like, he has to get.
He has to do something.
I feel like I said that last year going from the JGR squad to the KTM when he got the offer because Benny got hurt yet again before the season. But Bogle, you're kind of right. He won heat races last year. He was top 5 quite a few times in qualifying.
Off season. He didn't know what the hell he was doing.
He was leading mains.
Yeah.
What was it? East Rutherford. He was leading a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that even though Baggett would be kind of the consensus pick to be the better guy on the team, I think that Bogle
could be.
Might become the guy.
He probably can,
could.
which is weird to think as Bogle is a main guy.
Yeah, I really like. When's the last time he had a full off season?
Oh, it's been years.
First year going into 450s when he was still Geico.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
That was a long time ago.
and then
16.
I was gonna say
he started to get his feet under him again on that Suzuki. and
God, he looks good on that KTM, dude. And I know that you like Bogle for his style, but that style fits that bike. That flex of that frame, it really fits it. I think I'd have to agree. I don't know. I don't know about consistently top 5, but I will bold prediction. I think he gets 4th in a main, and not a triple crown.
After riding, this is a little off topic, but after riding that kind of half-ass Supercross track this weekend on that Husqvarna, just the way that thing felt going into the corners, it just felt like I stuck. And I'm by no means going half as fast as what those guys are.
Well, and that's the thing.
And you're not set up for Supercross either.
No, and that bike was still just sticking right into
The flex of the frame when you're tiptoeing through corners, not a lot of momentum. It really allows you to square up and keep the bike planted. Where you always kind of the front end wants to drift a little bit when you square up out of corners. And I agree. I think that Bogle can be the better guy on that team.
Yep.
I think so.
Outdoors, that's different. But Supercross, yeah, I agree.
Okay, so Baggett, is he coming in with an injury? I don't remember.
It just depends on which way the wind blows for that guy.
Which,
honestly,
It's hands all
which really
thumbs,
sucks
wrists,
because his
thumb,
whoop speed's
wrist,
good. Like he can't get starts, but other than that, man, like
Did he win a race last year?
Yeah, Glendale.
Okay,
Remember he
way
came
back.
back when he
Yeah.
came back on Anderson with like.
Does he
2
win a
laps.
race this year?
No,
You don't think so?
No.
Not at all?
I don't know.
He almost won 2 last year.
I don't think he does either.
Yeah, well, it was another California round, right? That he almost won.
I think so.
That was the one that Eli and Kenny were struggling really bad.
I don't
think.
remember, but it
Oh, but
seems
either
like-
way, he could run at the front. But it like weekends he shows up, he runs at the front,
But
and then the
that's-
next weekend he's got Tomac syndrome.
He's-
And this was the worst, and this year was the worst of it in a long time. I agree.
Yeah.
Supercross and outdoors.
Yep.
Yeah, like JT on Pulp Show was talking about how Baggett couldn't like barely walk to his car or whatever, and then he goes out and wins High Point.
Yeah. I think that if he's gonna win a main, it's gonna be a triple crown.
He's top 10 dude, right?
He can't get
For
started.
sure.
Dude.
Okay.
He can't get started.
He can't. But man, once again, talking about which way is the wind gonna blow that day.
Now, if he gets hurt this year, is this his last year?
Yes. He can't handle any more injuries, dude.
Yeah.
He's had way too many.
He has had a lot, man.
He's had ankles. He's had the thumb that's fucked up. He's had hands, wrists. Like, dude, he's had way too concussions.
There's just too many dudes now that could sign that are better
Which really
than
sucks
him.
because if you go back to the 250 days, Baggett was supposed to be the guy dominating this class
Yep.
right now. He was supposed to be the guy, even in Supercross.
And instead, he turned into an old man.
Yes, with Kawasaki's disease.
That's what Kawasaki's do to you, man.
They
Yeah.
do. They fucking kill you.
Yep.
They aren't quite the career ender like Suzuki.
Does he podium?
Yeah, I think he gets podiums.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how many, but
Yeah, I think he sneaks in 1 or 2.
I just don't want to. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he still is Blake Baggett, and once again, he still has really good races. But dude, he's just too inconsistent.
It's just rough.
Yeah, he's got Tomac syndrome, man.
Well, he does.
But I'm with you. And if he doesn't perform this year, I think he's out.
He's got to have good. He's one of those guys that's a confidence-based guy. He's had a good practice. If he doesn't do good in practice, I think the whole night's shit for him.
Well, he's got to have good races because there's just too many people. I mean, you figure you're going to have,
Well, the 250 guys moving up too.
yeah, all the 250 guys that are moving up next year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you're going to have, what, McElrath,
Frenchie's moving
So,
up.
so a guy like that on his way out.
although I
does he
heard
start
Frenchie's going to KTM.
KTM?
That work.
Like, does a guy like Baggett, whose career is kind of on the end, does he start going to more of a freighting route?
Yeah, but
All off.
Yeah, but he's not
the prop.
that great with Supercross.
Well, I was about to say that's the problem is like they don't offer that for outdoors. And he's
He would have to literally just privateer outdoors.
All right, send him to Canada.
Which he could. Well,
God, could you imagine a guy like Blake Baggett? I mean, I know Davey did it, so I guess it's not that weird. But a guy like Blake Baggett's
Caliber.
no pun intended, stature. Like, dude, that just would be so weird. Yeah, you ended up in Canada. This is not a shot at Canadian motocross, but good lord, dude.
Or do they send his ass overseas?
I actually think going over to Europe would be a good thing for him, and I've said that about Dean Wilson as well.
For like doing the
GPs. Yeah,
that might be okay.
Doing the GPs. Show up at Australian Outdoors every now and then.
Yeah.
Do some different, like just the Dutch Championship, stuff like that. Like he's got to have a change, and I know he doesn't want to move away from Florida because that's where him and his wife live.
And he's got that
massive
compound.
He's got that massive compound, but dude, he's got to change up something because like his career is not going the way it was supposed to.
Nope. So
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Vogel's the guy on KTM.
I think Vogel's the guy on that team this year. I think it's kind of like the changing the guard over there. And
Yep.
He might I think he.
They both got to get.
Might use that chip on his shoulder to prove that he's the man over there.
hopefully.
They both got to get it done though.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else with Rocky Mountain KTM before we move on? No. Okay.
Gas.
Moving on.
Maybe.
It's so fucking weird.
Okay. Next team up, Monster Energy. I don't know what the fuck else they're called. Yamaha.
What are they called?
I don't fucking know,
Monster
nor do I
Yamaha.
care.
Beep, 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 beep.
So let's
We're
start.
not getting
No,
monetized.
Bunch of F.
we're monetized.
Oh, we're monetized.
Well, it's
now.
okay. We're not for kids.
It's going away because you just got reported 3 times.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
There it is
I
again.
actually don't have any problems with that. I've never
Did you
got
check
all
the
my
eight- did
all
you
my
check the
videos are
18
swearing.
plus box?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
For a
So
fucking montage show.
let's start.
Aaron Plessinger?
Yes, that's who I was like trying to think.
You're
of
like,
his name.
who is
I
this
don't have
guy?
it written down. I'm like, damn it.
Dude,
Okay.
that's funny that you did that because Aaron Plessinger has kind of been non-existent since he got on a 450.
Well,
yeah.
he was doing well getting into it, and then he fucking broke his heel.
And then all he did was hit the ground at
Is he
Monster
healed?
Cup.
No, I don't think he is.
I don't think he's either.
I don't think he
So,
ever will
Because
be.
from what I know and heard, he didn't even get paid. He had to ride 6 rounds, and
Yeah,
Daytona was 5.
yeah.
Or something
So,
like that.
No, you are. Yeah.
is AP going to do anything this year?
No, because I think that heel is going to be a issue for the rest of his life.
I think so too. So he rides one
I don't
450
think
contract
it'll
and he's
ever
out.
heal.
No pun intended.
Wow, good pun.
So, all right. So since there's not really much to say about Aaron, which kind of sucks because I do like AP. He's not from Michigan, but he was a local guy, kind of around this area. He rode up here every now and then.
Redbud. And
Yep, did qualifiers and regionals around here. If Frenchie, and I have heard the same thing you have, that going with KTM, who's going to take over the spot at Yamaha? Because I would have to think that if Aaron doesn't do anything this year, this is his last year on that team. Who would go over? I mean, McElrath's coming off star, but I don't think anybody wants to ride that bike.
Yeah, factory Yamaha, nobody wants to ride that?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't
I'm
think
with
so.
him. No one wants to
The
ride
whole
that
top
bike.
heavy.
Everybody's talking about
Because
how
that bike sucks.
Blue crew.
Yeah, have
It's
you ever?
awesome as a 250.
Well,
Yes.
have you also ever noticed that the only people that talk about that are the industry insiders, but none of them are guys that actually race professionally anymore?
And it's the
It's a-
250s. It's the 250s. It's not
It
the
is.
450s. They
The
say
inertia
450s
difference.
aren't good.
Everybody beats the piss out of this conversation, but the inertia difference on a 450 is different.
Yep.
Who would go to that? Because Frenchie, everybody thought, but if he goes to
McElrath.
yeah, but once again, I don't think
What do you think it's a
I don't-
a low rev rider style, or what kind of riding style
Well,
fits that bike?
I think so actually.
A 250 riding style. If you just took a 250 for Supercross,
A 250 riding style on
if
that
you
bike.
if you
See,
just
I
took a
don't think so.
250, slap some 450
I'm waiting.
stickers on it, boom, you're good. And then you could keep Barsha on there, dude, because Barsha.
Okay, I thought you were talking about a 250 riding style
No.
being good on that bike.
No, no.
Shove your foot
I'm
in
just
your
saying,
mouth,
if
Barsha
you
boy.
took a fucking Star Yamaha,
Why,
slap
Barsha should've been on a
450
250.
stickers on it, fucking put that fucker under the 450
Yeah, you might
10,
finish top 10.
then you might get some good finishes.
No,
The 450 chassis.
I think a guy has as weird as it is. I think a guy like Justin Hill would actually have been better on that Yamaha.
Oh boy.
No, I'm not talking about Justin Hill, but his style.
I think
Yeah.
Roczen could ride the fuck out of that thing.
Probably.
Probably.
Probably low rev it. Keep
Well,
the
let's think
chassis
about all the
down.
guys
And if Roczen does not perform this year,
Whoa.
that Yamaha.
He's got another year or two on his fucking contract.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he has another year like he did last year, Honda's gonna.
Think about over the years the
Honda's gonna
guys.
sit him down.
Think about over the years the guys that have done well on Yamahas, which I know it's not a long
What?
list.
We'll get into that.
It's not a long list.
We're gonna go at it.
Barsha hasn't been able to ride it well. Millsaps wasn't able to ride it well. We saw AP.
Millsaps, I heard, was riding it well,
Well,
until he
whatever.
went lights out.
Whatever.
Well, yeah. And then
Who
we-
was the last guy, other than it's weird because Barsha won A1 last year, who was the last guy? Stu never could ride that bike, but that's just. Who was the last guy to do really well on a Yamaha? Chad fucking Reed.
In 04?
08 even.
Oh, wait.
Think about it. Seriously, I know.
He was
yeah,
still,
no, you're
he was
right.
how many ticks off in 08 though? I think he could have been a lot better in 08 on a different bike.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but think about that though. Really go back the last 10 to 15 years. Who was
Oh,
the last
yeah.
guy that did
No,
really well on a
no.
Yamaha? Chad Reed.
Yeah.
James Stewart won a title. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was, dude, that bike was the old chassis design.
Like JGR chassis and forward, then yes.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Stu, Chad, that's it though.
Okay.
The new chassis design,
When you think about it, yeah, you're right.
the whole reversing the engine to make it a more center chassis on the chassis.
And Yamaha didn't even have a team for how long anyway.
Yeah.
Bart, no.
Pike rode it all right.
Yeah, but I think Pike just willed that thing.
Oh,
He just
yeah.
fucking manhandled the shit up. If you would have taken anybody else trying to,
Raven?
I mean, what did he do really though?
Didn't do
He must be
shit.
built
I was
really
actually
well.
watching a race. He was fucking in 20th.
Yeah,
I
Brayton had
had
up
one
and
race
down.
where he about Chase Villapoto down.
He had up and down moments though, and I think a lot of that once again was the whoop speed. I
Yeah,
think
well,
that helped
Barsha
him
also
out.
won A1 on it last year, but you know.
So, anyways, since AP, we don't
Yeah,
really.
okay, you got,
AP, we
you got
don't
a valid
know.
point.
Let's go to Barsha.
Barsha?
Hopefully he goes with his stock motor thing because maybe it'll help him out. Which anybody, by the way, Barsha's going to be running a stock motor for 2020.
Stock board.
Whatever. It's not a 490.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
All right. Does he get a podium?
Yes.
Yep,
Triple crown or regular?
regular.
Okay.
Triple Crown starts.
I mean, dude, he won A1.
I know.
We forget because we
I
have
think
such
he
short-term
might,
memory
like
loss.
he'll be pretty good at A1 again this year because I remember like the last 2 years he's come out swinging.
I mean, yeah, I don't think
He came out, won that heat when he wasn't supposed to ride that bike,
Yeah,
and then Tomac yard sailed himself and he was right there in second.
I think. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. What? Okay. Does he make it through the whole entire year?
That's a big question mark.
And I just mean Supercross. I don't mean.
I hope so because
He's got it in his head that he has to.
Well, he kind of.
Yeah, he does.
And he does, and
otherwise
he
he's
knows
out,
it. That's the
too.
thing.
I was gonna say
That money's gonna run out.
So does
Yeah.
that work in his favor that he knows? That
Well, it kind
or
of
does
did.
it calm him down?
I think it worked in his favor because it did the last time around.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Okay,
I mean-
so if he's healthy, what does he end up in points?
top 5.
Good.
I think he's good enough to be
Man,
top 5.
that's crazy. That's crazy because I would.
You know what? I'm gonna go 7th.
I was about to say I would call myself the Barsha fan out of these three, and I wasn't gonna have him that.
I'm gonna go 7th because I'm thinking, you know, the guy on the 2 big green machines, the red guy,
And the Orange Brigade.
and the orange brigade.
And we also don't know if they're the other guy in the Husky squad, the third person.
Yeah, no one
on
gives
it.
a shit about him.
I wasn't talking about Jason Anderson yet. I was talking about Dean Wilson.
Oh, what about
Oh.
Zach Osborne?
Team Pride.
Okay. I would say that if he makes it through the whole year, I think he's 8th in points. Because I think that he's just going to have Justin Barsha moments. I think he's going to have really, really high moments and kind of like Baggett, really, really low moments.
How many medics does he roost?
Hopefully a lot. I'm just kidding. Hopefully not.
Really, Geico Honda days? Really?
But I think-
Is that a medic or a flagger?
It was a medic, dude.
Okay.
But I
It
think
was
last
Dr.
year,
Bagger. He gave him a face full. He gave him
That's
a good
awesome.
old roost.
Dickhead.
I think last year would have been better for him though had he not got landed on. Like it was a freak landing on the got landed on the triple accident. I think if you don't have that happen, I think he's a
That was
lot
not last
better.
year. It was year before.
No, that was last year because he was. Remember, it was
I
the
think it was
thing
year before.
when you were
It was
second
last-
in the points.
No, that was the year before
Okay.
because he was second in points, and then he crashed out.
Yeah,
and
he got
Seeley
landed on and
in
broke his thumb.
Then Seeley was second in the points, and then he went out. If you remember last year, 3rd round he ejecto-cetoed, and that was kind of the.
What?
Barsha raced all year last year.
No, he didn't. He got landed on and missed.
I'm
however
fact
many
checking
rounds.
you after the camera goes
All
out.
right, anyways, boys,
Fact
boys,
check.
I'm not going to get in the middle of this argument because
Come on, are you on my
I
side?
know the answer to this, actual answer, and I'm not getting into
Great.
it.
Say the actual answer then.
Fuck you guys, I'm not getting in the middle
Prove
of it.
somebody right.
I'm not getting in the middle of
Who's
it.
right? You gotta
Who's
say
right?
Travis is right or I'm right. Who's right? Why is it so hard? I guess getting tacos was hard too.
I'm not getting motherfucker. You got a zit right here.
It's big, isn't it?
Okay.
Anyways,
So before we move on here,
I
though,
know.
since we're talking about AP and Yamaha, I do have a couple facts from
wait, did you
last
call it Yamaha?
Yamaha?
Is it Yaha?
Shut up, man. I got a couple facts. I was listening to last year's show. So
All
number
right.
one, I would like to point out that you
Hey, you hear
called.
that? I'm right.
You are not. He got landed on last year.
No, we did.
Yes, he did.
okay.
No, we did.
Anyway,
No, he
There's
did.
nothing even left in it.
yeah, he did because he was on Yamaha. I'm telling you.
He's been on Yamaha for 2 years.
No,
Oh,
he hasn't.
anyways,
You're a
get,
squid. 2 years.
He was on JGR.
No, he wasn't.
Get here, get to your question.
JGR went to Suzuki.
We're looking it up.
to your question.
I would like to say that you called AP for a win last year
I did.
in the previous show.
I did.
You were fucking wrong.
Okay.
You also called Baggett for a win.
Got that right.
He got
Piss
me.
on him too.
I'm just saying.
I did get that right, motherfucker.
I got some stuff about you too,
Oh man.
but not yet.
Okay.
That's for when we talk about.
Well, what about you, buddy?
Orange Brigade.
What about
I
you
got
guys?
some stuff about
Did
me.
you fact check yourself?
I got some. Oh yeah, I got some stuff about me. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you manipulated it.
Mine wasn't. Mine
Like
wasn't.
Barcia's only
Oh no no
back on the
no!
fence now.
Wait till you guys hear my win totals from last year
Fucking
that I
cherry
called
picking information,
because it was
motherfucker.
bad. Trust me, it's bad.
All right, get moving.
So anyway, is there any more we need to talk about Monster Yamaha?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Barcia's been on that bike for 2 years. That's
Fucking
it.
asshole.
Sorry.
You want to be off the show just as quick as you got on
Oh
the show?
my God!
All right, that's enough for Monster Yamaha. We're moving on. We're gonna go fact check here. We'll be back.
Travis was wrong.
I would like to point out I was wrong.
And that's
Paul
why I
was
didn't
right
know
about
that.
the Yamaha thing. I was
I don't
wrong.
know how Justin just couldn't have gotten in the middle of it.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just
Literally
say it.
and figuratively.
Anyway, okay.
Well,
So
because he
our,
wouldn't have believed you either way.
so our
he
next,
wouldn't have.
our next team we're moving on to, Rockstar Husky here, which is 3 people, and this is where we start screaming at each other here.
Yeah, we
So
didn't have the Joey thing because
you're-
Joey's not racing.
You gonna go give me one of them jackets though? For real?
Yeah, $40, motoaftermath.com.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Real.
Well, eventually that's gonna say gas too. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to get a gas.
Okay, so
So my bike.
Yes.
so Rockstar Husky, we have
Do it
Dean
back.
Wilson.
Hurlings. Zach Osborne.
Jesus Christ, quit fucking me up here because I didn't write the names down.
No,
Dean
Jason
Wilson-
Anderson,
Jason
Dean
Anderson,
Wilson,
Dean
and Zach
Wilson.
Osborne.
But Dean
Zach
Wilson, I don't
So,
know. Have you guys
Dino's-
heard? I heard the end of the year.
I heard he's looking for
trying to
A1.
make his way back at A1.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Because I was heating on, like, people were talking about the power rankings, and he was on there, and I was like, yeah, he's hurt, bros. And
Wow.
then people were like, and then I had to fact check myself. I pulled
Keep going.
whatever move you just did on me.
Keep going.
Thought I
That's-
was right.
Man, if he could, I think that's too soon. I think it's too
I
soon.
think it's too soon too, man. But
I think
it's,
it's way too
I
soon.
feel like it's do or die for him.
He's got to, but I think
it's
it's
do or die.
It's kind of like a lot of guys this year that they need to make something happen, but I think
feel
that's way
like
too soon.
contract do or die, like get paid do or die.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get something done because, once again, his window is also closing. People
Oh, yeah.
forget, Dino's 28 years old.
Yeah.
Either 27 or end of 27, turn 28 or 28.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah, he's been doing this for a long time now. Like, this is do or die, and I think with all of his injuries, even though this one is not knee related this time, he needs to take the time to get healed. He's
Yep.
got the ride. I know that he needs to get it done, but he's got the ride. He's coming back to a ride.
Yes.
Like, he needs to keep that in his mind. I think it's too soon.
Yeah, I do too, but
And I think that he's going to get, if he comes back at A1, I stamp it, he gets hurt again.
probably.
He gets hurt again.
Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. I think he just. Yeah, he's gonna try too hard, and I don't think he's gonna be fully healthy.
Do you think he gets hurt again? Or do you think he just sucks
I
ass?
hope he doesn't get hurt again, but yeah, man.
And I think if he gets hurt again, I think he's literally just
He
done.
needs
Yeah,
to
I
be
think he's
done.
out.
He's had too many.
Do a social media thing. Do a Cole Seeley.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, he's blown out the right knee twice and the left knee once.
Something like that.
The shoulder.
The shoulders.
Yep.
Yeah, Tomac style.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't know. We don't have much prediction on that because
Do
we
you
really
know
don't
what
know.
helps with shoulder pain?
Yeah, boy.
I'm just kidding. Is this a Step Brothers reference?
Okay. Anyways, are we?
Fans at home.
All right. So
Oh, my God.
what do we talk about first? Because I don't really know. Cause
Well, I mean, in the power rankings, they're close.
they are. Anderson's ahead, right?
I don't totally agree with the power rankings. I'm just kidding.
Why I'm on Team Pride.
Huh?
I'm not on Team Fried or Team Zacho. Everybody knows that.
Let's
but-
talk about Team Fried first.
Okay. Jason Anderson, the 2018 champ.
Yes.
Yep. You
Does he
first-
repeat?
No.
Do you think he wins? Okay, great.
No,
Thanks.
he doesn't
We
repeat.
don't talk
He
about
doesn't
that.
repeat because he would have done that last year if he repeated.
He can't handle the pressure. That's the thing. He can't handle the pressure.
Well,
This
we're
is
gonna-
what I've been trying to get across to you.
Well, let's see. There's a lot of guys in this class that obviously can't handle pressure. We'll find out.
No.
too.
What I'm not talking about the pressure of winning, like as far as a race
Man.
to win the title.
I think
I'm talking
that's
about the
a
pressure of the
good. I think
title.
there was something else going on.
No,
because
dude.
the way he faded back in
Hey,
those races.
it is very, very openly talked about that he did not like being in that spotlight.
And I don't blame him. That's not Anderson's style.
And that's
I
fine.
get that, but
Kenny.
I think there was more to it. Just watching the dude ride, he was.
If you
up
think
front
about
and then
this, if you think about this class, all the guys in here with all the big names, all the championships they've won, let's really think about it. Not a lot of them can actually handle pressure, like real pressure. They can't. We'll find out with Coop this year. We'll talk about him at the end. But Anderson couldn't do it. Eli doesn't have a title yet. Or Supercross, I should say. Kenny has proven that sometimes he can't handle the pressure. We just talked about Baggett. There's a lot of guys that can't handle the pressure, and I know that in this sport we put a lot of emphasis on that word, but I think it's very disrespectful, and you said that a lot of people haven't put Anderson as a title contender, right? Is that what?
They're not even talking about
Which
it.
I think is complete bullshit. How do you not talk about the 2018 champ? I don't really care if everybody calls it a fluke. He won 4 races that year, and he did what he had to do to win championship. Do we talk about Ryan Dungey saying, oh, that was a fluke?
He
No.
won 4 titles.
It doesn't matter.
He won 4. Yes, he might have
Here we
fluked
go.
through 3, but he won 4.
How come Eli Tomac doesn't have a title yet?
Because Eli
So
Tomac
his
can't
win-
hold it together.
So who gives a shit then Anderson was a fluke? He won a fucking title.
That's why. But you're asking. But that's the thing. You're asking why isn't he in the conversation?
Does Tim Ferry's title count?
Titles count, no matter how you
win
win
a
them.
125.
No matter how.
Does title count?
Well, the Chase Sexton title doesn't count.
What? Wait. Hold on. Time out.
Tim
We're on a bunch of
Hang on,
different rails here.
Listen. Does Tim Ferry's title count to you?
I mean, he won a 125 championship. That was when I wasn't really into the sport.
What does that
so-
count?
Titles count no matter how you win them.
He has a title. Does that count?
He does have a title.
He didn't
You
win
are
a single
correct.
race that season.
That
Jason
is
Anderson
also
won 4.
correct.
Jason Anderson won 4 races that year. He won title, and he did what he had to do. He took a page out of Ryan Dungey's playbook. He won
did.
the title. It doesn't matter, and I get what you're saying. That's why people.
Has an asterisk.
Then there's a lot of guys
And again-
that don't deserve to
and
win the
again,
championship.
followed up. How did he follow up? This is even where I'll defend Dunge even more, because Dunge always followed up with, again, consistent podium and top 5
The AC
rides
cannot be in the title
every
conversation.
single fucking year.
AC cannot be in the title
every
conversation.
single
No,
fucking
yes,
year.
yes, you're right. But AC can't be in the title conversation.
Where fucking Ando hasn't. He followed up with 3 shit races and then got hurt and didn't fucking race.
But at least he's got a title.
Okay, great. He's got a fucking title, but that's where this isn't what we're arguing
But
about.
I'm not
him
calling
having a title.
But I'm not calling him a championship. I'm not saying he's going to win the championship.
Okay.
I'm saying it's disrespectful for people to think that he can't have a shot at it, or win races, stuff like that. That's what I'm
I
arguing.
mean, if you line up, you have a shot. And can he win races or a race this year? Yes, I will agree. However, just like everyone else we've talked about, the door is closing here, and the way he won races in the year he won his title, and the year even before when he won what, 2, 3?
He's won a couple.
He won 3.
Yeah.
But he jumped on the Red Cross. It's not impressive like that's why he doesn't get the talk like Tomac.
And
Because
that's
it
what's
wasn't
wrong.
impressive. Just like Dungey. How many years did Dungey not get
And
talk
that's what's
even though
wrong
he
with
was
this-
consistently better than every other person out there?
Other than Ryan Villapoto. And that's what's disrespectful about this sport. I hate that people do that. The man's got a title. If we're talking about titles, yes, Eli has 3 back-to-back outdoor titles, but in Supercross, the man hasn't won a title yet. So it's disrespectful to people like, oh, Anderson won this way, and at least he's got a title. He has a title. He won it. And anybody that thinks like
won that 250
with AC, people, and I don't believe in power rankings, but people having AC as high as they do, the man's a rookie in the 450 class. He raced 1 off-season race, and he couldn't even fucking win a 250 Supercross title. How do you have that guy as a title contender over a guy that's actually won it? Won a Supercross title.
He's got speed.
Doesn't fucking matter. He hasn't proven anything.
He's got speed and youth, buddy. Speed
He doesn't
youth.
have anything. So I'm not saying Anderson's going to win the title. I think that he wins races this year. I think anybody that's not having him in the conversation is disrespectful, and you need to look at yourself. You don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Top 3.
I don't know.
I mean, if he starts, he's a contender.
Well, no, he doesn't have the pressure on
And
this
that's
year.
the thing. Yes, he doesn't have the pressure. But again,
And he's got a way more laid
But-
back program.
So what happens if he goes out and wins the title this year?
Okay.
pride,
Well,
lay back.
let me ask you this
Keep
question:
pride.
Does he self-sabotage?
No. I don't
Even if he doesn't do it on a conscious note, does he self-sabotage?
No, I don't think so.
Because he didn't like that pressure. so
No,
much.
because
Keep
now
pride.
he's not gonna be brought out and the defending Supercross champion, this and that. Now it's just
He's
you're
not
the
going to
guy.
be, but he knows
Keep
that if
pride.
he wins again, then he's back to that spot where he doesn't want to be.
No, because I don't think
You know what
anybody
his
would do
mindset is?
Oh God.
Team pride.
Yeah. Well.
that. Smoking a lot of
And,
weed.
and that is
No,
that
not
is
even that, but he's got all that shit happening on. All that stuff's keeping him more occupied.
that
than
I was
thinking
saying,
about
and
all
that's
this
not a bad thing because he is also one of the smartest guys with his money.
Yeah, because he
outside
does
of
real.
racing.
Talking about I don't know,
Well,
dispensary,
that's good.
real estate, whatever. Like
That's
we don't
good.
look at Jason
Oh,
Anderson.
don't drop that.
Now look at Jason Anderson as being a smart guy because
Fine.
of his attitude. But yes, he is a smart guy when it comes to business. I don't know if we're doing this as a separate, a separate thing of moto wins. But if we're gonna go off main wins right now, I think Anderson wins 2 or 3. Yeah.
You guys want to hear my dumb prediction? I said he was going to win 3 last year.
Okay.
That was where I was
That was
at.
dumb.
You should have won that one with Baggett.
Yeah, he should have, and then Baggett
Yeah.
just pulled a Baggett.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Anderson just looked tired. Like
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he had.
there was more to.
The whole EBV Epstein-Barr virus thing is becoming more and more.
I think there was
rise.
more to his whole story last year. I think there was more.
2 to 3 wins. Stamp it. 2 to 3 wins this year.
I say he wins 1 to 3.
Okay. All right.
So
Because I think he can. I mean, I'm not saying he can't win a race.
is he still working with Baker or what's up?
He's
Because
working
I
with
see-
Baker on his own program in California.
So that means no.
Yes.
Because like I've seen videos of him.
Like I just said no. You're
Like I've seen a lot of videos of him boozing and stuff like
No,
that.
he's
Has
not.
Eldon seen that? Like
I don't think he's working with him.
Well, if it's out there and you've seen it, Alden's seen it.
that's what I'm saying.
Like-
I think
not
he's
him.
working. I think that pretty much what it is. Eldon is relaying information to him, like do this, this, and this, and I think that's all it is. Now maybe we're really fucking dumb and that's not how it is, but I think that's probably what's happening.
Okay. And then Zach Osborne.
All right, go ahead. You're the Zacho fanboy, and you got another guy. You got another guy coming up that you're even more of a fanboy.
I think. I didn't write anything down.
I was about to say there's nothing written down.
Zacho. Top 5 dude.
Okay.
Possible podiums.
No wins. No wins.
Wow,
It's
that's
gonna
the
be
most
tough.
realistic thing I've ever heard come out of your
It's
mouth.
gonna be
About
tough.
Zach Osborne.
I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough for him.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
There's a lot.
Wow.
Well, hold on. We haven't talked about AC yet.
Is there a fight happening right now? What
Well, there
the
is behind us.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I haven't talked about AC yet. But
Holy
yeah,
crap.
top 5 dude with podiums.
You don't even have to say anymore because I agree with what you just said.
I agree. Wow.
All right, that section's over.
Wow.
And we're moving on.
Holy shit.
I mean,
Yeah, move on. Moving on. Moving on. There's not really much more. to
anybody
say.
else? Anybody want to say anything? There's no rebuttals, nothing. No one
Holy-
wants to talk some shit.
No, I gotta go.
That is a realistic.
I got nothing.
I gotta go take a call.
I've made it.
I got nothing.
On to the next one.
I'm amazed. Well, I mean, we're gonna argue about AC, but I'm amazed.
Ooh, good shit.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I got
All right, everybody's in agreement.
I gotta take a piss.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well,
On that
we'll be
note-
back with some more here.
Holy crap.
All right, now we're in the big 3 here, boys.
Is it the big 3?
Now we're in the big 3.
Huskies.
I'm amazed.
The
I
big
stopped
3.
the
So we're
Huskies.
talking about Monster Cowie.
We're gonna start with
That's
HRC.
the third one.
Big 3.
Oh, fuck you.
HRC. Let's go.
We're gonna start with HRC. So Kenny and Justin Braden. from
Obviously,
Supercross.
Braden's gonna be the first one to be talked about.
Yes.
Another
So
top 10 year? Anybody?
easily,
Oh, easily. Oh,
easily,
wow, easily.
easly top 10 guy all year.
All right. What's his best finish?
4th. Triple Crown.
Oh, okay.
Box.
Oh, you box.
Box.
No.
Why? You don't think Braden can get on the box?
No.
On
I don't think so
a
either.
full factory bike, Braden
Not
can't
the-
get on the box.
no, because even though
I
that,
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think
I think his best finish this year is 7th.
7.
Bro, okay. I'm not gonna go off on a tangent, but Luke Clout. Shout out to Luke Clout. He's gonna kill it in the 250 West.
Oh boy.
Luke Clout almost beat him for an Australian championship. Straight up.
HRC
so. Yeah, but he
bike. though.
folded.
I don't give a. That's why I just said almost.
It's not a full factory bike.
I don't give a shit.
It's also not real Supercross.
Wow, Brayton would not like to hear that. He fucking knows what is it, back to back to back to back fucking Supercross
He
championships.
literally
over there.
said in an interview that it's not very technical.
It's not, dude. One of the fucking rounds literally looked like it was in an SGO stadium.
Well,
But no, no.
A track with big whoops. I got a 5th.
Seven.
East Coast.
Seven. Oh, but fucking broken down.
I think he gets on the box once.
You get some box.
He does.
He
get
gets
some
box all the time. He's got
He
what,
does.
3 kids? So I would
He
say
does
yes,
get
he
some
gets some
box.
box.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't see him. I don't see him getting any box from Feld.
You don't think so? Yeah. Neither of you guys think this.
No.
I think a 5th, man. I think a 5th is about the highest.
And in a triple crown too, by the way. Yeah.
He stays healthy, so he'll be there all year. So by the end of the year,
But he didn't stay.
I do
healthy
want to point
last
this
year.
out though. Chad Reed this. Chad Reed, oldest guy, most successful old guy. Blah,
Oh
blah,
yeah,
blah,
Brayton
blah,
won
blah.
Daytona.
Brayton is the most successful guy at 30 plus.
Mm-hmm. I agree. He is.
yes.
He is. He
You are
actually
correct.
is the most successful guy at 30 plus years old almost ever. Because he was more successful than what K-Dub was in his
Who else was more successful? Mike Rocco? No.
No. I mean, Michael Rocco also won a main, but other than that, no.
Brayton just won one.
Okay.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So let's get to the big name then on Honda, Kenny. Where are we at on Kenny here? Let me just start with last year's
It just
predictions.
depends. It depends on his sickness, man.
I think it's over with.
I called Kenny for 6 wins last year.
Think he's doping?
You think he wasn't that guy? You tried to push him too
I
hard.
think he's doping now.
Nice.
You think he's doping now?
Yes.
Oh boy, this is
Because that
exciting.
recent Racer X video was like, yeah, he's like, we got it all figured out. And somebody was asking him, oh, what was it? And he's like, yeah, we got it all figured out.
Just avoid the question.
He's just.
Completely avoid it.
I almost think like last year the whole deal was he worked so hard to try to get himself back to where he was.
After
that
what happened
he
the year
just
before.
fucked himself.
I think so too. I'm not sure. I mean, he probably does.
I think if he got the good
They all
rest
do.
or whatever, and if they got all that figured out,
We say this every year. Kenny looks awesome in preseason. He's killing it. He looks, he's this, he's that. The bike looks really
he should
good.
have won like 4 races.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, well, I mean, some people would say he could even more than that. I mean, the most ones that come to mind is Nashville, and then what was
Whatever the
Closest
sixth
finish.
lane. Oh, fucking.
the one where
Anaheim.
Coop got into it.
Yeah,
Well,
Anaheim
the
six
super
shooter.
close finish, the one where Sabachi yard sailed it, hit his bike.
and then the one that Coop and Marv were getting into at that race, the one that he won the first 2 mains in Triple Crown,
Yeah.
whatever race that
And
was.
then he won one by default.
Yes,
Okay, so does he win this year?
So that was what, 4?
win mains.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
finally gets it out. And I don't know how this could even be possible, but I don't know how much of his Instagram videos you guys have seen and other. He almost looks even smoother this year.
Well,
I don't know how that's fucking possible with Kenny, but he looks even better. Although his style, you could really
It's a little
tell.
stiffer.
Have you noticed how like it's always like this? Like now, it's like his
It's kinda
shoulders.
stiffer,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's different, but that is a thing of the arms and stuff like that. But no, I think that Kenny he does get wins this year, and yeah.
how many? Because I called 6 last year. We got the big goose egg. I called 6. Another one of my awesome predictions.
5
5?
wins. 5 wins. And I think there'll be instances, as much as I hate to say
How
this,
many
where he
wins?
wins
How many wins did Anderson win a title with?
4.
I think he wins.
How many wins did Webb have last year?
7 or 8. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Webb has been the first one in years to actually win a title who won the most races.
Yeah, because Tomac won 9 the year before.
I think
that.
Kenny. I think I said this last year, but I think Kenny can be a faster version of Anderson.
Yes, a lot smoother.
But you think he
Like-
only wins one, or you think he wins one title and then
I
figures
say
it out?
4 or 5 wins, but still be consistent enough to ride it out, just like Anderson.
Well, let me also preface my point. I think there'll be times where he wins both Triple Crown races and then has something dumb. So if you want to say that he wins
You
those
think
races,
something dumb happened?
yeah, I think that he could win 2 Triple Crown mains in a row and then
Then
have
wad it up going into
either wad it up or get a bad start or whatever. So like, if you want to count those also as wins too,
Yeah,
even though
he
they're
just had the
individual.
worst luck. I feel.
How
like
amazing would it be to see him start off the year like he did in 17, except without the big ass?
Well,
crack?
I know I asked the question. We're not going to do it, but I'll say this right now. He wins A1.
I think he wins A1.
He comes out
He
like
always-
7.
He
He
always
comes out like
out.
17 A1. And he fucking murders it.
Okay.
Think about the 2 years before that on the KTM. This is
He just
yeah.
Kenny's
I mean, I
always
can't argue it.
Kenny's got the swag, but in the video interviews that I've seen and the way he's doing things and all, he looks just he doesn't look as tense this year. Kind of like what you just said about the point to prove. He looks like he doesn't care about that. He goes, yeah, I gotta win. Yeah, I think I can win. I can do this. I can do that. He just looks like he doesn't have this the weight of the world on his shoulders.
I mean, he doesn't.
He doesn't really
Let's
because
face
he's
it,
not expected.
yeah.
He's even though he's Ken Roczen, he's not expected to win the title this year because we're going to get into this last 2. There's 2 guys that everybody expects to win it.
Yep.
And it's not him, which is weird.
Which is crazy to say.
But
Here we are.
I don't think people expect him to win the title this year.
Yeah.
He's in the conversation, but I think that you would have the
And
next 2.
I think he can win the title.
There are people that actually
But-
think AC have a better shot than him. Which
That's
is
I
fucking
think
stupid.
Kenny can win the title, but how many dumb, unlucky things
Well,
happen?
well, let's get to that when we talk about our title predictions.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. So anything else about HRC? That was pretty quick, but yeah, I mean, we all kind of.
Well, we kind of. I mean, he's
that's
not.
fine.
I love Kenny.
He's not the biggest question mark. The next 3 guys are.
Okay. Oh god, what do you have underneath that?
I love Kenny. I can't rock Husqvarna.
Fast house. That's
Just fast house.
Okay. All right. Well,
He's the next, which is kind of weird. The next 3 guys are the biggest question marks.
They are. So okay, cool. We're moving on. Filthy Phil. Anyway, okay.
Maybe the
so
argument happens now.
here we go. Probably one of the most talked about teams here in the offseason.
Easily the most.
Is it
deep.
green or orange?
It's green.
Oh.
Orange hasn't been talked about as much.
I think that if the orange team, if the certain rider hadn't got hurt, you could say which one was deeper.
Yeah.
But Cowie's definitely
Okay.
probably the deepest team.
So Monster Cowie, you want to start yelling about AC?
Might as well.
back
He's
and
the
forth?
rookie. He's the rookie. He's the only rookie this year.
Okay.
Fired up, let's hear it.
Let's go. You got a fire right behind you.
Before we start screaming
Said
at each other
something
like we've
fucking
already
stupid.
been doing,
Should I duck?
like we've
You
already
should.
been doing, best finish for AC this year.
Podium. Dirt.
Best finish.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go way off the rails and say something stupid about it, but I think his best finish is 4th. I don't think he's gonna. Get
You don't think he can get on box?
I think he gets a piece of box.
I think his speed could be on the box. I don't think he mentally can get on the box.
What?
Okay, I almost said I gotta. I gotta agree with that. I gotta agree with that because
That makes sense, right?
I agree with that because like, yeah, his speed's there, but he's gonna be mid-moto, 15th lap.
Pull Las Vegas.
15th lap, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna ride this in. And those boys ain't giving up at the 15th lap. They're still charging.
No, because I think the AC is going to have this hard time transitioning where like a lot of rookies do in the mains where not blowing your load. Don't say it. Blowing your wad at the beginning of the main. He's got to get in that mindset, and it's going to take a little bit because
pace in the first few
as
laps.
easy as people think that is, it's not for a guy that's been in the 250 class as long as he has. I just don't think it's going to happen. And like you just said, guys like Eli, Kenny, Zacho, Anderson, Webb, and if Marv was still in there, those guys know what to do at the end, which is weird because Zacho is still a rookie, but he's obviously a lot older. A rookie last year. They know what to do at the end of those mains, and where AC gets flustered sometimes, I think that as weird as this sounds on a dirt bike, you can exploit that and stuff. You start riding a wide bike, start making him think about, hey, what are you doing? What am I not? You know, stuff like that. Getting behind, doing different things.
Yeah, he's got to take a different line. And once
Fucking
he gets,
Tomac just revving the shit at him.
I think
That's another storyline.
So after watching Monster Cup, there weren't a lot of different lines.
No, it was one line
And
spot.
yeah, AC I think he's really good at settling into a certain line.
Well, what was that race last year with Frenchie up in the West Coast with the whoops?
Where he had to change the line.
Yeah.
And he got all
Yeah.
effed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think that his speed, I think speed-wise, he's probably top 3 speed of anybody, outright speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
He'll have some fastest in practices. He might win a heat race or two.
Mentally, I don't
Or
think, or 6.
He'll probably win
Mentally,
quite a few heats.
I don't think he can do it. I just don't. Not yet. Outdoors, that's a different topic. But Supercross, not yet. He still didn't win a 250 Supercross title, and he doesn't. That is a big thing. He couldn't close the deal in Supercross.
I will agree with that, but I think he's going to win one.
An outright main or a triple crown?
An outright main.
I
I
can't
think
see
he's
it.
going to win. He could possibly
if
sneak
it's
a couple
super,
in with the...
if it's a super weird night, because you know he's going to be up front in the start. Dude can start.
Yeah, that was proved last year, which was weird because up till that point he was
Unless
never going to
he might get a Brayton win in. I don't care what you say, Brayton would have never won that race.
No, he wouldn't have. Eli would have had one more lap. He'd have caught him. As much as
Yeah.
I don't like it, but so. You think he can outright win a main? You think he can beat Kenny, Eli, all those guys for 20 minutes with nothing, them hounding him for 20 plus 1 or 20 plus 2
I
or
don't
whatever?
think he can be hounded.
I don't think he can do it. I do not think he can handle that pressure for 20 laps because if those guys all start in front, there's no way.
I think
Eli will take him out to get around him. That is another storyline. We don't need to go dive because none of us have the time for that. But I just can't see it.
I think he can. I think he can win one straight up.
Speaking of that storyline, we'll get into that.
He practices with Kenny all the time. So obviously if Kenny's faster than him, Kenny's hounding him in practice all the fucking time, right? It'd be the same thing, JR getting hounded by Eli.
You gotta understand the test track is so much different.
It is. I'm not gonna argue that.
But Kenny will tee him up in a race where he won't do it in practice.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair too.
I completely
But again,
agree.
that's not a controllable circumstance by him.
Or maybe Anderson or Barr should take him out.
Well, that could be too.
And
But that could be anybody.
Well, it can, but AC.
Barcia-
that's-
And
Barcia
AC, and
doesn't care.
AC whines about it, like the whole Osborne deal.
What do you think? Okay, so what do you think will happen to him though, a la Triple Crown? What was it, A2 last year, where he crashed the first 2 mains were shit. If he gets taken out, dude, he fucked.
Okay, but that's where I come in that he could win multiple races if he wins the Triple Crown, man, because he could do a Triple Crown like that where he like has 2 that he's just like fuck,
Or he's gonna turn
and then he
before
gets
he's
into the
even,
third
like,
one, and
you know,
yeah.
I mean, I'll give him a Triple Crown main win. I'll give him a gangbang win.
But here's another thing: how many times does he have a AC moment? Because that's going to happen a lot.
I think that's a big question mark with a lot of people in the industry, though, because a lot of people say that the
Same
450 is going to smooth him out.
He has 6 to 9 of them.
Jesus Christ.
He looks good on the 450. He really does.
He does.
But I'm not convinced yet that in Supercross he's not going to have those moments. It's going to just be like,
Yeah, I
what are
got
you
to see
doing?
him get through at least 5, 6.
All right, and what happens if he gets?
I mean, okay.
What
Do you think he has more speed than Osborne?
Yes.
In Supercross, yes, not outdoors.
Raw speed.
In
he's more than
Supercross, yes,
Osborne.
not outdoors.
And Osborne was real close to winning a race last year and didn't have a full offseason.
But that was the
didn't
end of-
race all the races.
That was the end of the year.
That was another one of those dominant.
What did he do? What did he do up until those last 2 races? And that's why we have this conversation. I always make a point of saying the end of the year because Osborne did look really good, but before that he was a 5 to 8 guy.
Yeah, he wasn't
He
in
wasn't
the
overly.
conversation.
He wasn't overly impressive. Now he didn't
He
have a full
wasn't
up.
winning speed impressive, but compared to what?
But
some people
Osborne
thought he
is
could
a
be.
lot smarter racer than AC is. I will give Osborne that. I really do. He has a higher race IQ than AC does. You don't win 3 championships in the 250 class at his
yes,
age.
That is also true.
At his age, with not having good
That is
racecraft.
also true.
I guess you're right.
Okay, so we've talked about AC for long enough here. Let's get on to Tomac. How many wins does Tomac get this year?
Oh man.
Oh God!
Yeah, would you all like to know last year's? Because hold on, I got that stat too.
I gave him what, 3?
You said 4.
Okay, and he got 6. I was close.
I said 9.
Jesus Christ, you were way off.
I will say, wait, one thing I did miss.
You said 6.
You
said
actually
9.
called AC to Cowie for this year
Oh, good job.
in last year's prediction
Did I?
show. Yep, it was a snippet that was just thrown in there, but you actually did call him to Cowie. Good call. But you said 4, I said 9.
He's
You
been
didn't
called to
actually
Cowie
make.
since he was 12.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
how many does Tomac win this year?
What did I say last year?
I don't know. I didn't find that yet.
You probably said around the same as me. I said 4.
Yeah.
So what? between 3 and 5 probably.
Yeah.
'Cause we were kinda on-
Yeah, let's go with that.
3 to 5. I'm gonna go with 6.
6.
I think 6.
I bet he puts 5 in.
4. Again.
4, 5, 6. Okay, great. We're
Well, he had
we're good.
6, and I said 4 last year, so it's not like I was way off the mark.
Yeah.
Well, he.
Because once again, people are like, "Oh my God, it's Eli Tomac's year for the 5th straight
Okay.
year."
Okay.
Yeah, but like he's the fastest guy. Like when he's on, he's on.
Yeah.
But he always.
Wow.
I don't
Finds
think
these
he's. I don't
fucking
think
ways to-
I don't think he's over the dumb shit.
He's not over the dumb shit.
And let's talk about this. Old boy puts a bun in the oven. He's got a kid on.
Yeah, he's got a kid on the way for anybody that doesn't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I mentioned it.
And do you know when that kid's due?
Into Supercross.
End of the season.
Wow, he
Yeah.
definitely.
If he's in a points battle,
Yep.
and that kid is due the weekend of it's a do or die race situation.
Oh yeah, he's in trouble.
All right, so
So I'm gonna go with no just because of that reason. I don't think he gets the title.
I don't think so either.
last question on that before we get to Coop. Who has more dumb moments this year, AC or Eli?
Ooh.
Who has more dumb moments? That's a big
Eli.
question. Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Eli is seasoned and he's still fucking
What-
doing it.
So you're saying there's going to be races like that one where he gets the start and he literally fades back to 9th,
Yes.
and then you look around and he just pushes the front and for no
Yes.
reason? Okay.
Or that race where he crashed in the whoops on the same line twice.
The race that he was leading, you mean? That was East Rutherford,
He crashed in
right?
the whoops and then was coming back and
Yeah, wasn't
crashing
it-
in the exact same spot.
That was East Rutherford, right? The one that Zach almost won.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Second to last race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
When
agree
he was
with that.
about to kill Marv.
Yeah.
Or no, he was gonna kill Webb, I think.
Yeah,
it was
it was
Marv
because
the
Marv
Marv was
got
the year
Marv-
before.
Oh,
when
he
he
was
took him out,
gonna
right?
murder Webb.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's going to be Eli. I think he's going to have more dumb moments than AC this year. But
Yep.
how crazy it is that the deepest team, which is weird because it's only 2 guys, are probably going to have 2 of the fastest guys, but also 2 of the, I don't want to say dumb, but guys who just do that WTF moment stuff.
Yep.
And I think that that's going to also be an issue between those 2 if AC starts beating Eli.
I mean, how weird is that truck going to get when AC does start finishing better than Eli for like 3 or 4 in a row?
Oh, Eli's going to have a temper tantrum.
Does he just completely fall apart when AC starts doing that?
Yeah, because everybody's going to be looking
Eli's
at Eli.
gonna be real mind fucked.
Everybody's going to be looking at Eli like you're on your way out, and AC's the new kid. And
He's done after his contract's up next
yes,
year, right?
he is. He's
I
done.
guarantee
So he'll be
you.
30.
Yep.
He'll be done. Yep.
Yep. And he's going to go live in a cabin in the mountains.
Yeah, he's a guy I think we'll never see again in the sport.
Nope. He's
No,
gonna be gone and
it will
gone.
be. Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Of course
if
not.
it
What's he do with his compound?
Of course, I don't know. Well, his parents own it, so they're probably just farm it out like they do now.
Do you think he keeps riding after he retires?
No.
Okay.
Shit,
Shut
I
up.
don't know.
One of them shut off.
Just shut up.
I don't know. Just keep going. The other one's still going.
Yep. So no, I agree. I think that he gets 4 wins this year, and I think that this is going to be a really up and down year for him
Yep.
because now you have a guy in the truck that is supposed to beat you, a guy that probably has more clout with Kawasaki these days, even though he doesn't have a championship yet. It is AC. He's been groomed since the beginning, and a guy that, let's be honest, is more likable.
Yep.
I know people don't talk about that enough, and I know that's not really a big deal, but people like AC a lot in this industry. And people really have mixed emotions on Eli.
It's either you're for him or not.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I'm not really for him.
Not either, that's very obvious.
He's all right. Let's move on. We gotta fix this camera.
He's okay!
Let's move on.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, so our last team here, Red Bull KTM.
Down a rider for the season.
That's sad.
It is kind of.
Much
Yeah,
as I don't
but-
like Marv, he mixed it up, made it interesting.
Well, let's think about
And
it.
they don't put anybody on that bike because they got to pay for gas.
Right?
Yep.
And, he's fucking been on the or he's been top 3 in points for how many years now?
Yeah. So, and next year's his last year too, right?
I think so.
Okay. So we're gonna have him, Tomac, possibly Kenny.
Zacho's gonna be retiring soon.
Having a retirement party.
I mean, dude, it's gonna be a
Back in
retirement series.
Barsha, fucking an end of an era on that
Holy
backside of the
Wow,
late
it wasn't really a
2000s.
great era.
Okay, so
Not
they're going
really.
racing with one man
Well, he's a champ.
by himself.
He's a champ.
And he is the
Fat
champ.
number one on that thing.
Fat number one.
On that orange bike.
Almost
So
feel
Cooper
like it'd
Webb.
be more relaxed around that truck without Marv there.
Probably Well, I mean, Matilda's not around, so that's.
Oh my God.
And I am so sad not gonna get to see Matil in any pictures.
Oh, should we
Jesus.
get Green and Webb off before his motos?
There we go.
Whoa, this is not Jeremy Martin's wife we're talking about right now. Whoa,
Let's turn her back.
Whoa,
Let's
we're not
turn
gonna
her
get
back.
into that. We're not gonna get into
All
that.
right. So Webb, how are you racing? Wait, hold on. Wait, I got stats from last year's
Dude,
show.
whoa.
Hold
Who
on.
gives a shit? There's no stats to talk about.
Oh, there was. You said he was going to be a 5 to 9 guy.
Okay.
I probably said about the same thing.
You said going to Alden's was a bad move. He would burn out and was too young to go on that program.
And what'd you say?
I said he was an 8 to 12 guy.
So
We are good at our job.
I didn't have
We're
the
good.
dumbest. I didn't have the dumbest prediction.
I think we sound like the whole rest of the industry. Though.
I think so
Pretty
too.
much everybody thought he was done.
I mean, you can only go off what the info you have.
Which
The
wasn't-
info we had was he was shit.
I don't know why, like, there was one moment that changed my whole outlook on Webb, and I don't know why, but I was watching practice trying to make my picks, and there's the track where it like jumped into an off camber or whatever,
Yeah.
and I just saw the way he jumped into the off camber and dove below the rut and was still fast and smooth and everything, and I was like, I'm putting him on top of the box tonight. And from then, like, just that one little moment, seeing how good he went through that one corner, I was like, yeah, this is the guy.
I don't know
That's what changed it for me.
I don't know what would be my moment for him, to be honest with you. I would probably, I mean, I know this is going to be an easy pick, but I'd probably have to say the moment when he came back and he passed Kenny, red and
6 shooter.
He came from a
No, not the Triple Crown race.
Oh.
The race that Eli started up front, Kenny passed him and dropped back, and
Webb
literally,
came from like 8th.
yeah, the moment where it was literally like the closest finish in history. I think it had to be that one. I know a lot of people would say that'd be easy, but most people would say, oh, his first win. Like that was for me, that was it, because that just proved that on a night where everybody was struggling at the main, the track was terrible, and he got a shit start, and it was looking like, oh, he's going to be 5th, and then
He
he's just
came
going to
through
settle
the
in,
back, dude.
and he was legit like a second and a half faster than everybody at the end of that main. Yeah, that's got to be it for me, and I know that I said last year that Anderson did it the right way, but Webb won with the most wins this past year. Everybody forgets
He
that.
looked the best.
People are like, oh, Eli. Webb had more wins. Like he did.
Oh yeah,
also,
he did.
Also watching him, there's like that's what I like about the NBC Sports Gold package or whatever.
Yeah,
They
go
got
back
like
and
the
watch
season replay
Yep.
or whatever with all the highlights, and just like, I don't know, his cornering and just everything was just, the biggest thing was just the cornering, the way he cornered that bike.
Well, you can even say Detroit when he was fucking 10th in practice, and everybody's like, oh God, what's he gonna do? And
Big
then the
one.
what? And then he went out and he killed it. I mean, Eli was the guy that night, but he went out and killed it. And
That's a
damage
Cooper Webb
control
thing to do.
I think that Cooper, people want to say Eli's got to be the favorite, but man, like Coop, he did everything the right way. He got good starts.
He was 100% the best guy.
He won the most races. The nights that he wasn't feeling it, he settled. He got a second. He got a third. He even got a fourth. And mentally, when he was struggling in the whoops, where we always talk about the whoops, like you got to be able to stay on top. That didn't matter to him because he knew at the end of the night they were going to be, and I hate saying this, but jumpers. He knew that he was going to have to rip
figured
through.
out how to do them,
And he
too.
figured it out early.
I remember like first round, I just saw him jumping through the whoops, and I was like, holy shit, that's Mara.
Yeah, when it's cupped out and it's rutted and you got to pick a line and he can go fucking 3-3 quad or whatever when everybody else is trying to bang through, that you got to learn how to do that.
Saves
That's the
energy,
thing.
too.
A lot of guys aren't comfortable with that. Kenny's not comfortable with it because he does have the fastest whip speed. Eli's not comfortable with it because once again he's a big, strong guy. Mar was the only other one. You know, Zacho's another guy that bangs through the whoops. Anderson blitzes through him, and Coop's just like, I don't care. He's like, I know at the beginning of the main, maybe that puts me back a little bit if I get a bad start. But by the end of the night, when everybody's struggling to find a line, dude, I know that I'm gonna be able to jump through
The
these.
thing
no
about it
problem.
was he like that race when he caught Roczen at the end there. He tried a couple laps where he skimmed him. He tried a couple laps where he jumped through him. Like he was able to switch his lineup and do both.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, and I think that I mean, is he the favorite?
I mean,
I'm gonna go. So once we get into my picks, I'll give you my theory on that.
Okay.
but
Is he for you? Is he? I mean, there's a difference between being the favorite and your championship guy.
I like Webb coming in.
yeah, I do too.
Like I said, maybe he's not your championship guy, but there's a difference between being the favorite and who you think. Is he the favorite in your opinion?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, he has to be. I mean, he's the only kind of guy in recent memory that won the most races.
And people think that, and people only forget that because of what Eli did at the end of the year. Dude, Coop dominated after, what was it? He won the 2 races on the West Coast, and then he struggled in the mud. And then we all talked about this on a phone call, that what's he going to do when he goes back east? Is he able to back it up? He dominated almost the whole entire East Coast.
Yeah.
And if you want to just go off wins and statistics, he dominated the entire East Coast.
Well, that Oakland race I was at, dude, he fucking killed it in Oakland. I don't remember if he won it, but he was fucking on it.
And I will also argue that at the end of the year when Eli was winning, yes, he was without a doubt the fastest. Coop didn't need to beat Eli.
Actually, yeah, I think he did win that Oakland race. Yeah.
He didn't need to go that next level to try to match Eli.
No.
He didn't need to. He was looking at it going, dude, this guy's like, what, however many points back? 25? Why do I need to beat him? Why do I need to beat him?
Yep.
So it's unfair to say that, oh, Coop's not the favorite. Now, kind of like with Anderson, he's going to be able to handle the pressure. Well, we also kind of know that Coop thrives in the spotlight. He loves it.
That's why I'm going to get in when we get into my picks.
The shooter!
So,
if you want to just go right into it now.
Nah, we'll do a cut and we'll come back to it. So,
How many wins does he get?
yeah.
Okay, so I have Kenny at 5, Eli at 4, Anderson, how many did I say, 2?
I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't been keeping track. I should have been keeping
Whatever those guys.
I think whatever
those guys don't win,
he wins. I think it's 4 guys. I think 4 guys get wins this year. Anderson, Coop, Kenny, and Eli, and I think that Coop wins the other ones.
I think Baggett pulls one out of his ass.
Okay.
I think the only one I've put out there is that I thought Eli would win like 6 races, and I think Coop will win at least 6 too. I'm with you guys in the point of. I'm with you guys in the fact of he dominates under pressure.
He does.
He did it in the 250 class, and now he's caught his stride in the 450, and I think those other guys are in trouble.
And people are like, well, why do you do it outdoors? Well, let's be real. Coop has always kind of been a supercross guy.
Yeah.
And Coop,
Even though he does win it.
Not only does he have the physical side dialed in now, he's got the technique side of it dialed in, he's got the bike figured out.
He's got them nice
But he
Mexican
can
drugs.
play those mind games better than all of them.
Oh, he can, and he proved it last year. He can get in anybody's head.
See what he did tomorrow?
He got in Kenny's head. He got in Eli's head.
He did the old 6-shooter at Kenny, and
He
that
got
was
it.
pretty much it.
Did you see what he did to
Remember when
Tomac?
he, well, when he ran Marv off the track at that one main in the Triple Crown.
He got into Tomac's head, and Tomac was trying so hard to push and catch him again, crashes in the exact same spot.
Because Coop makes it look effortless. That's the thing. Everybody else there is just fucking other than Kenny, manhandling the bike, pushing through. And he's just floating through sections, man. And that's his style. It's always been. Even the 250 days when everybody's like, oh, you got to be a rever, you got to do it. He didn't do that.
Nope.
It's never been his style, and he's going to get in everybody's head.
Yep.
And he also proved to East Rutherford that when people make mistakes, he's there to capitalize because Eli made 3 of them, Zacho made 1, and Coop was right there to clean it up. Hey, I got the win. Don't really matter how I did it. I did it.
Yep.
So he's got to be the favorite in my opinion.
Yep.
He really has to be. So.
All right, cool.
And I think, like I talked about burnout last year. I'm kind of worried about that again this year, being burnout on that Alden program. But then again, I think about how he got hurt outdoors and had a little time to sit.
Yeah.
Well, and also maybe
And kind of recharge a little bit.
and maybe for him, his attitude is actually the perfect thing to combat that.
Yes.
You got to do this, this, and this. Coop's just kind of like this. Hey, man, like I'm gonna do my thing. And
Does he remind you guys kind of Villapoto of like he
Acts
wants
like he
to
hates
win that much?
Wants to win so bad that he hates it.
Yeah.
No,
That he hates almost. I guess a worse example would be like a Carmichael. Like he hates losing more than he likes winning.
yes, I really do, because he does not like getting 5th and 6th.
No.
And all those times that I just said about him managing the damage control, he hates getting 2nd.
Yeah.
He wants to win. He thinks every time he lines up, he is the best guy, and it's not even a question. And we'll even go back to the Hurlings thing when they raced each other. He thought he was leaps and bounds better than Hurlings.
He beat him.
And he beat him.
Yeah.
Straight up, beat him. Coop thinks he's better than everybody. Coop thinks he's up here, and he thinks Eli and Kenny are all the way down here.
But I think the last couple of years humbled him out a little bit. So
It did,
I think
yeah.
that has changed a little bit.
Yes, it does. It's calmed him down, and I hate putting a lot of emphasis on A1. Is the last thing I'll say, but I think A1 and whatever this second round of St. Louis, 'cause
Yeah.
that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. I think those 2 rounds are going to be very telling as what's Coop's year going to come look like. If he comes out and he's winning 2nd, boys, it's going to be another long year for everybody else because he's probably going to do the same thing all over again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then we will take a quick break here and come back with our predictions
Quick for
for
you
the end of
guys.
the year. Yeah, quick for you guys, not for us. so wrapping up the show here, we're gonna start with title contenders, and then we're gonna go to a dark horse winner. So, title winner. Title winner.
Throw in big surprises.
Yeah, sure. Title winner. Go.
Why do I gotta go first?
Title winner. Go.
Ken Roczen.
Okay. Title winner. Go.
Why do I gotta go second?
Because
As the Travis like to say,
I'm
it's
hosting the fucking show.
bitch.
All right, Cooper Webb. I think he repeats.
I'm gonna go with Kenny too. But man, that's a hard to ask.
You know what?
against
For
Coop.
me this year, not this year. It's crazy everything I just said and how I propped it up, Coop. For me this year, it's not because Kenny just looks different. And I know that everybody will say I'm a homer because I picked Kenny how many times as championship
As much
guy?
as I would love Kenny to win because I'm a Kenny guy, I love Kenny.
All three of us are, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, man. After what I saw, I really liked what I saw at Webb last year.
Let me ask you this: is this the last year? If Kenny doesn't deliver this year, is this the last year we pick him? Kind of like Tomac was last year.
Yes. For sure. Because I'll give Kenny a pass.
Yeah.
For how many years with his arms and
Yeah.
stuff. And I know that that's overused, but it is a thing.
Okay.
Kind of like the Eli fans like to say, well, what about our shoulders?
Not like, you mean Matt or Eli fans?
Matt and Eli fans. Matt's in that fucking group. What do you mean?
Okay. Dark horse winner that we haven't called.
Wait
yet.
a minute. Oh, he did pick Coop. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening.
Coop,
Coop,
Kenny,
yeah,
Kenny for title.
Cooper Webb?
Cooper Webb.
Um,
For a title or winner?
Winner, just a race
Okay.
winner. Normal race, not triple crown.
Okay.
Triple crowns are weird.
I know, right?
Couldn't judge that.
No, you couldn't. I really hope you don't take him. I'm going to pick. I'll be so pissed.
Justin Bogle.
God damn it!
Wow, that was loud.
I don't care! Son of a bitch!
Justin Bogle, right there winner.
Justin Bogle, go ahead.
You pick Bogle too?
No, no, no.
Oh. Why don't I go
I mean, you could pick the same guy.
No, I can't! I don't like it! I don't like it.
There's only so many people who can win.
I know. You know what? Justin Barsha. Damn it! I didn't want to pick Barsha.
I can
Is
see
Mark
that.
going to be back before the season's over?
No, he's done. He's done for 2020 Supercross.
Who?
Mark.
There goes my pick then.
Really put him as a surprise winner.
Yeah.
If he were in.
Well, I mean, he's not going to be there for the whole season, so he's coming in
I get what
behind the
he's.
eight ball.
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that
Hey,
one.
Renee Cartier.
Okay. All right.
Andy Carson.
In that case, Malcolm Stewart.
Yeah,
He's got enough speed.
he does.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can hold it together. I mean, again, should have won A1 last year. To like
I wish I would have picked this. I'd had somebody that would have blown everybody's mind, but can't change it now.
I would just say it.
All right, Martin Davalos.
Ooh, that is.
Actually, I changed it. Martin Davalos, not Barsha.
You think? Okay,
Ooh, that's
that's
hot.
That's a hot take.
What? I'm bold on this shit.
That is
bro.
really bold.
Bold.
Now, what was the last one you wanted to do here?
Martin Davalos.
What was the last thing you wanted to do here?
What do you think the biggest surprise of the whole season's going to be?
Ooh, that's a good question. You
I
got
think Martin Davalos' overall season is going to be the biggest surprise of the whole season.
Well, okay, so hold on one second. Is it a surprise if he does well or if he does bad, considering everything we've heard about him and what we've seen on?
I think it's more of a surprise if he does well.
Okay.
To be really honest, even though what we've seen with him on a 450 as far as outdoors and the off-season Supercrosses here, we all have seen, man, he probably can ride a 450 better than he could a 250. I still think it's going to be a big surprise if he holds it together all year on the team he's on and manages decent finishes and a decent overall points finish at the end of the year. I think that's still going to be a big surprise to everyone because even though everybody, mostly Mathis, oh my God, he's such a 450 guy, I still think it's going to kind of shock everyone of like how well he actually does put it together.
Okay. Well,
I'm
was
going
your,
to go with the same thing.
oh, that's your biggest surprise?
I think Marty will be the biggest surprise people guess.
Ooh, I got a bigger one than that.
Okay, all right, let's hear the bigger one.
All right.
Hang on. What color bike?
It's green.
Oh,
Well, you don't know which way I'm going with this.
Okay.
I could have said white and it could have been about your boy, but actually, for the first time, I agree with you completely about what you said.
That's
green one?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a green one.
Okay.
It's going to be a surprise.
There's a claw on the side of it.
No,
Are
it's
there
not
any green
yeah,
bikes
it's
that don't have a claw?
It could have been AJ and fucking A-Ray.
Okay.
Let's hear your AC big surprise.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not just AC, it's the whole Kawasaki team in general.
Okay.
AC and Eli don't finish top 3 of the points. Either one of them.
That is a hot take. That
Either
is
one of them don't
really
finish top 3 of the
hot.
points.
Okay.
But you know what that means? That means, though, that I think Kenny and Cooper won too, but that could be either Zach Osborne or Jason Anderson filling up that third spot. Because I could totally see, and people are going to be people are going to be like really shocked about what I'm going to say. I could totally see Zach Osborne getting third in points at the end of the year. I could totally.
I'm shocked.
That'd be more of a shocker to you, but I
My
could.
God, you guys are just.
I could totally see that. Well, hear
You
me
didn't
out.
think you were going to get your mind blown up.
Hear me out though, because if he's healthy going into the year, Zacho can just, even if he doesn't get wins, can just podium to death. Kind of like the Dungey thing, just without winning a title. He can just get podiums. Hey, I'm third. Hey, I'm second. Hey, I'm fourth. That's all he can do the entire year.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to win a race to get third in points.
No, you just need to stay healthy.
I just think that AC and Eli, everybody has all this talk around the Kawasaki team that they're gonna implode.
Yeah.
Kind of like they always do.
All right. Well, good show.
Yeah, Cowie Boys, that semi is gonna.
That semi is gonna be heated from the first practice of day one.
Yep. 100%.
It's gonna be weird.
Especially if AC goes out, puts it on top of the board, and Eli's seventh.
Yeah, I honestly think it's not even gonna be that bad because Eli just pulls his bike in and goes to his motorhome around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, then AC's got a motorhome, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so all they do.
He's got one now.
All they do is walk up to the bike together and go. And then get on their bikes and go.
You look totally like Matt Wyman just now. Fucking that weird little thing you do.
All right, so that is going to wrap up our 2020 450 preview show. Make sure to
Next
comment
Monday.
down below.
Super. Oh,
Tuesday. I'm sorry, next Tuesday.
are you dropping?
When are you dropping it?
Tuesday the 24th, this is going to drop.
Christmas Eve, boys and girls.
Christmas Eve. Make sure to comment down below with your final thoughts of what we were just talking about at the end. So title winner, comment your title winner, comment your dark horse winner, and comment your biggest surprise of the year. Make sure to give us a big thumbs up and like, because I just learned in the algorithm that really is going to help the video out.
Bonus points
Oh boy.
if you watch us on Christmas Eve and send a picture of us on social media, tag us, with us on the TV watching us with your Christmas tree.
Oh god.
Wow, yeah, we're Supercross Live now? Or no, it's not Supercross Live anymore, is it? What is it
Yeah,
called?
no, it is. Well, race day. whatever
Okay,
it's
never
called.
mind.
Anyway, links in the description below
I'm just
for
thinking
merch
content.
and all sorts of other ways to support us, including Amazon, Patreon, etc. You can get your name on the show if you do on Patreon. We'll go over that in the next show, though. I have a whole bunch of
No
shit
250
listed
West
up.
preview, people.
No
if you know.
250 West preview because we don't know really who's
I
riding
just know that
it.
Chase Sexton has a broke collarbone.
But
250 East preview, though.
yeah, so that'll wrap up this show. We will see everyone after Anaheim 1 when we know what's going on, and hopefully it's crazy.
Let's get down on some fantasy. I'm pumped.
Woo! See ya.